The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to...
Well, good evening and namaste everyone, and welcome back to another exciting edition of the Algambo Weekly Scrims. And I'm your caster Solski, and I will be welcoming you guys for the game number one, which will be going to held between two teams, and those two teams are Team Will of D and Quantum Eclipse. And Will of D will be on the blue side, and Quantum Eclipse on the red side. I, Solski, will be your caster for first game. Along with me will be joining our beloved Asuya. How are you, Asuya? How have you been?
I am good, and I think everyone like. So let's just not ask such questions. Everyone says they are good, but they are or they are not is something else, right?
Well, you will be good after watching this game number one, which will be, and we will go to our drafting phase shortly. So, Asuya, because this is the weekly scrim, so many teams are here to try out our new drafts and new strategies with the new heroes as well, because Hirara is open in this weekly scrims. So first of all, we got this. Will be seeing a first ban for the side of Team Will of D.
And it will be a Zushan, well, pretty much expected. We do see her getting banned away. Most of the matches, tournaments, even in the rank, she is that broken even after all those nerfs. And with that, I think, Paquito is the most stable bans which come up every time. What do you think, Sol?
I mean, Zushin at this point of time in the first ban, still think that you could have delayed the Zushin ban because Quantum Eclipse might have banned it. But you know what? They have something in their mind. They might go for some trade offs into the first phase of the draft. So let's just see how they maximize this first pick, because they're going to ban the Atlas. If the Atlas is banned, I still think that Team of Quantum Eclipse still have the chance to trade off some meta heroes that can be a Phobius or. But never mind. They are going for the God ban. I still think God in the banning phase, the first phase of draft. I mean, yeah, it is viable, but could have waited for the last ban also. But you could have traded out God for yourself, because you might give away Phobius, you might give away some heroes that you can trade off for the two meta picks, because you have the red side. A Team Will of the trying to minimize that, that trade off. So what do you think? Which hero will be banned here?
There's no time to
Well,
chit-chat.
maybe a marksman ban coming up, or even some EXP or jungler. I think Leo mod can be one of the options, but then again, they always have the Baksha out into the open just to counter him out. Atlas, that is Atlas, right? Atlas also being banned away. I think really strong picks getting banned away from both the sides. Sora being the third ban out there. Well, I think Sora is still really, really strong when it comes to giving sets. A good Sora player can, really change the entire direction of the game. So for right now, I think pretty good bans coming up. Red being the last ban.
Mm,
So I think it's also an okay ban, but they could have gone in for something better. Even though, let's just see what is the first pick which Will of D will be going for.
Obvious, I suppose. Okay, never mind. ZTN 4 years getting trade off 4 years. I think. I mean, Quantum Eclipse will get a lot of good heroes at this point because 4 years is open into the EXP. Bakshia is open into the jungling. And if you still don't want to take out the Bakshia in the first picking phase, I mean, in the first two pick, you could have gone for some. You can go for something else because Baksha can be counted by Balmond. Balmond is also open, so Quantum Eclipse can play. Some trade-offs with the jungling phase as well. The first to pick, I think, just go for the 4 years. And if they have shown Team Will of D have shown the mid lane card, you can also go mid lane. But I still think they could go for a marksman instead or a jungler. Let's just see how they goes. Okay, they will go for the mid card only. Okay, that's going to be a full-on counter into the mid lane because even with the Robe of Phoenix, that's 18 passive. Karita can still kill her with her, because she's immune to crowd control during her, rough waves combination phase.
Yep, definitely. She is kind of a perfect counter for Zetian. So Zetian really needs to make sure that she's not staying away from the team and she's not getting picked off. And a good Karita player will make sure that she just camps for the Zetian because she is a priority pick. The early game, the defense shred with the second skill is way too much. And with this Lapu Lapu and carry being secured away in the first phase, I think Lapu is a great option. But then again, it is a Phoebus, right? And he will dash after all. So Phoebus does get some free passive reset. So let's just see then though. I think both the EXP laners are pretty good because both of them will be diving towards the back lines. Then again, it's pretty easy for the Phoebus to take down the ZTN if a passive has been procced. Meanwhile, Lapu Lapu might face some issues regarding the Karita because she's just that immune.
Yes, absolutely. And I still think Team Quantum Eclipse can go for. I mean, at this point, jungling wise, Badman could have been a very good choice. I mean, will be a very good choice. Akai will be a good choice. If not, then go for some assassins. Okay. So, I mean, I think Team Quantum Eclipse is going for. They don't want to show a lot of their cards into this early phase, so they have just shown the cards that Team Will of D have shown: a mid laner, a EXP laner, a marksman. Same goes for Quantum Eclipse, mid lane, EXP, and marksman. So now again, they have left out the junglers, and if they maximize their first pick in the second phase, picking phase, they can pick off at least a Bakshi or a Balman. But still, I think Sui is also open. Okay, they ban out the Bakshi. Takai is banned. Now this match is between the junglers. That is pretty much famous into the old meta. Okay, never mind. They're still not going for the jungler. They are waiting for their last pick for the jungling side. They have shown their roaming card. That is going to be the Hylos. Hylos with a combination of Kadita. Kind of workable, but not that much good combo wombo. So to counteract that, there is the Hilda. Hilda against the Hylos. I mean, kind of workable. Okay, there's a Suyu. Suyu against Lucas. Suyu, I think, has the upper hand into the jungling phase. Suyu against the jungle. What do you have to say about that, Suya?
I think Suyo is pretty strong. Like he can evade most of if Hilda comes for him, he can evade. If Lucas comes for him, he can evade. But my only question is why a high loss? I think Team Quantum they are kind of lacking on the crowd control because Karita, even if she's on the Petrify or the second skill, it's still not that feasible, right? It's not a group crowd of control. She can at max take down 2 or 3 people. It's like most of them are solo single target, and the only combo I can think of right now is Hylos goes in and Arphobius dives in. But what will happen? Like Karita, she can sustain on her own, but how is Moscow going to get the ground? Because he really will be, I think, in a tight situation there.
Well, I think the Hylos hero. So I think their team they're thinking like this. Hylos, as you said, that well, if Hylos goes in, then the Phobius follows up. Maybe Hylos just for re-engaging, because if you see Team Will of D, they have the heroes that once they engage, they don't have any re-engage, like the Lucas, the Hulda. So I think Hylos for a re-engage for that glorious pathway, or even to disengage as well. So I think that's how they can work out with this draft. But let's see what happens, because as you said, the draft is 60% and the execution is 40%, and you can make that 40% into 100% if you execute your draft well. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be moving on to the land of dawn, will of D, and quantum eclipse, game number 1 of the evening of the weekly scrims powered by Algambo Esports. We are seeing both the junglers starting with that normal rotation, and also so now that there's a little bit change into the jungle rotation. Now people usually go for the cornermost creep. They take that first because now it appears at the same 30-second mark into the map as the blue buff. So now they have changed that iteration. So do you think that that changed the dynamic of the jungle?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it just helps them get that level 4 and gank at the same time, because usually if there's a jungler who just like something like Suyo, who is pretty strong, right? Even at level 3, he just goes for the kill first. So kind of for junglers like Suyo, I think it's a good thing. But then again, they are asking for a pause.
Well, yep, I think they will get the pause as soon as if he sees it. But there is a slight skirmish. I think that Naruto. Okay, there's going to be Naruto, and no, why not? He has got for that Sasuke skin. But never mind. There is the flash combo, and yes, that's GG's for that. Never mind. There's the beast combination from that Lucas. Lucas will have to fall back for now. He's quite too low. And no casualty for the Will of D, but that's a good engage into the mid lane side. Sui with a Blade Surge. Kadita fallen down. Sui getting trade off onto 2 people. That's 2 for 2. A good trade off by Team Quantum Eclipse jungler. Now going for that first turtle.
If already level 5 will be having some upper hand in the turtle. And with that, only Lapu Lapu. The rest of the team is just coming back, but Konam, just Suyu's melting power is way too much. Like, really strong, really fast jungle. Meanwhile, in the top lane, the Spear of Misery, okay. And of course, as expected, I would say it is. Both of them are really strong towards the late, so it's a 50-50, right? If Carrie kind of misses out in the capitalizing her first skill, she will for sure fall down in front of the Moscow.
Okay, never mind. That's a fielding set for that Zaitian, I suppose, because there is a Fury of the Rope. Never mind. That was a Petrify combination. Petrify misses out. And a Flicker. Burnt out by that Zaitian. Into the top lane side, as you said, that's going to be a 50-50% matchup. But into the bot, that Phoebus is kind of being annoying for that Lapu Lapu. And as far as we are concerned with this Lucas into jungling phase, I think he still needs to hit Snowball. That's that he got. But again, that momentum has gone away by that double kill coming in from a Suyu. There's a Furious Phoenix, and there will be a power of finalist onto that Suyu, but Suyu has to fall back for now.
So very smooth, they're just waiting it out for the next Lord, and Kadita just doing the Kadita things, just camping for the ZTN. I think she was doing a good job, but with this, I think there is like a Suyo who is really good at escaping. Hilda is the only one who can catch him. But then again, even if Hilda goes in, dives too deep, she might be in some, especially towards the late game, she might be the one getting melted down instead. So for now, like Will of D are doing good, they are making good use of their early game. But then again, just play a little bit safe, because you really do not want to give Asuya the snowball. I mean, just look at him, the way he's jungling, taking away even the gold crap from Will of D.
Yes, and I think there is a slight skirmish into the mid lane. That's a power of idleness as well, roughly, just to counteract that power of idleness, and just surviving barely this Kadita. And I would like to see some itemization, because Kadita has just got her Genius Wand, and Prajwal is into the turtle side. If you look at a quick look into the itemization, Zaytin also okay. Zaytin going for anti-heal, corrosion sight is there. Suyu is going for Sky Piercer now with that Fury Hammer. Has gone for the boots. I still think he could have rushed the Sky Piercer with the given double kill. But still, never mind. I think he might be getting his Sky Piercer before this turtle if he goes for that creep. And if we see Asuya, there is going to be a little bit skirmish. There is the glorious pathway. Will he try to zone out that Lucas Fury of the Phoenix as well? What a beautiful Fury of the Phoenix. There is the ground shatter. And that skill, that's a turtle steal from the Lucas. Lucas getting killed onto that Suyu. Again going in. Roughest combination is also there. We can see Phoebus just trying to sustain, but not enough damage from Phoebus. And he will fall down. And now I think team fight has been won by Team Will of D.
This is exactly why I wasn't a big fan of the Hylas. Maybe they just picked him up. Okay, he's not surviving. Uses up the flicker, but Hilda won't let you go. Of course, the concussive blast take down that kill. And with this is what I was talking about. Hilda, when it comes to early game domination, she has a lot of speed. She has that shield. I mean, even the damage is way too much, I would say, especially when it comes to the marksman or marking down the Karita, because she can even proc the passive which will be coming in from Karita. Right? That is exactly why I think they should have gone in for something, a tank which gives a bit more survivability or at least some protection, maybe some crowd control. And they are suffering because of it. But just look at the map right now. Team Will of D, they did seem to be a bit before, the backhand. Right now, complete map control into their hands. More turrets, more gold, more kills. They are farming up continuously. And at this point, they might even go in and put some pressure into Soyuz jungle.
Yep, absolutely. And now, just as you said, that they have gotten the momentum. They just need to maintain this momentum or to expand this momentum onto their side. For now, team Quantum Eclipse, they were doing really well into the early parts of the game. I don't know, like that was a slight, not a very good engage from that Hylos. As you said, that wasn't a very good engage from Hylos. And in this draft, he is, still seeing his footing in this draft, because if he needs to, provide dividend for his team, he needs to use that glorious pathway onto nick of time. I mean, absolutely with a good timing. If he wants to, make space for that Kadita and that Phobius. If you go for side of team Will of D, they need to bait out that Fury of the Phoenix as if they need to assassinate this Zaitian. Right now, that's a very good zone out for the third turtle. Again, this turtle has been taken by a team Will of D. And then two turtles has gone towards the side of team Will of D. They will try to trade off the top lane side. Will they get it? I don't think so. That's a good rotation coming in from the side of team Will of D. And they will successfully, save the top lane turret.
So yep, and just like you said, Karita, one of the mages who really needs some space, maybe some camping site where she can take down the carry or even she can take down the Zetian. But just look at the Hilda, the way she's just scanning that Karita all the way, not letting her even a single space from where she can look for some opportunity of the kill. I would say this game, for now, I would say Hilda has done an amazing job. She's the one carrying the entire game because she's just so good with that roaming. She's so good with all those visions. And at the same time, just like I said before, like Phobius is a good pick. Might even win in the lane against the Lapu. But ultimately, when it comes to the team fights, of course, it's Lapu who's, I would say, giving a bit more dividend because Prajwal, he would just dive in and then towards the end, it's just 1 versus 5 because he dives in way too much and there are not enough follow-ups. Karita can't follow up. Hylo's ultimate is kind of timed wrongly. So I thought the Moscow, they're just getting zoned out so hard by the Hilda that the help and maybe the, something which they were planning, the vision which they had, it's not working for them.
Yes, and you pointed out very, very beautifully. And now again, this Hilda, as you said, he's doing an amazing job. And I think they heard you, Asuya, and they want to take down that Hilda. But again, a beautiful job done by that Hilda. That was such a rage bait kind of a play from that Hilda. He just came out alive from inside of 4 people. Again, like to see some itemization. It's just approximately 9 minutes mark onto this game. Bildar Rod will be up really, really soon. Okay, there's 18. I think she's going for this LT, Lightning Truncheon. There's a Chastise as well. Dominance. Dominance against. I mean, yeah, it's workable. Dominance, good itemization. I think could have gone for, Oracle just to make him more sustainable. But never mind. That Lapu has gotten his War X Queen Wings, so he will be very, very tanky into the later parts of the team fight. Meanwhile, top lane, that's a good micro play coming from the Moscow. He still has that SOD. We might see the Lord that has been taken down by the side of team Will of D. That's a good Fury the Phoenix. Okay, that's a good secure, and my god, that's approximately a wipeout coming from the side of team Will of D. I don't know what happened. They just died suddenly. And again, Lord secure by the side of team Will of D as well.
Well, after all, it is a Phobius. As well as the Hylos, they just dived in. They had Ivan heroes. They just dived in towards the Lord, and that's when the Lucas comes in clutch, does a 3-man crowd control, and there comes the ultimate from our mage, the Zetian, and that's it, the end. Because the damage and the itemization is way too much coming from the side of Team Will of D. Carry already on 3 of her items. Like, I think she's just gonna make the DHS now. Meanwhile, the Moscow is far behind, only one item. Just look at us. Already the Trinity is completely built. Meanwhile, the Moscow is way too behind, and he did an amazing job. Does what the Moscow does, split pushing. But then again, I think the rest of the team, especially that Phobos, as well as the dive-in combo coming in from the Suyo, as well as the Hylos, is not working out well for them because the, it is the Lucas after all who comes in clutch, who just disorganizes the entire vision the side of Team Quantum had with that drop.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, in that team fight, I think even with Lord damage, the defense reduction that Lord gives you, that also played a very important role into that Lord fight and the Lord dance that the team Quantum Eclipse was trying to win. But that Fury of the Phoenix is what a beautiful timing that this Zaytin is doing with the Fury of the Phoenix. I mean, look at her positioning. She's 205. Even with the Kadira into the game, she hasn't been able to take out that Zaytin even once. And as you said, there is just all in combo. Like Team Will of D, they have the draft that goes all in. They don't have a re-engage if the Hilda goes in and the Lucas follows up and this Lapu follows up. They don't have any way out except the flicker. Never mind, they was trying to get the blue buff right there. There's a Fury of the Phoenix as well. Again, Lucas going in with that combination. There's a rough face, misses out. There is a Earth Shatter from that Lapu. Lapu killing spree for the Lapu as well. Light Wheel is also there with carry. Trying to dish out the damage to that Moscow. Fails to finish him off.
It's kind of surprising that Karita, that she's dying from a Lapu Lapu. She has the ultimate to escape. And at this point, just like you said, like she's not, because it was all because of the Hilda. No, she's not, the way she's just scanning the Karita right around the map, she's not giving her any space to take down the marksman or even the mace. Meanwhile, the Moscow can move back, has the dash. Yep, the space is not there, and with that, Karita, if you really want a Karita to work, she needs to snowball. She needs some kills. And especially if you're going in with a Sky Piercer, which most of the Karita players go, you really need some kills, right? But it's just look at the scoreboard, it's 11 for 3. Only 12 minutes into the game, carry's already farmed up. The late game, which is, I think, much better in the hands of Team Will of D because of the carry. It's just not working out well for them at this point. The next Lord is also coming up. Like, Hilda is so fearless. I mean, just look at her, all alone. Just doing solo because she knows that she has so much gold, she has so much defenses that even the Moscow can't shred her down. And with this, we have the Lord, Team Will of D, Lucas securing, and once again, the ZTN are starting so many members around, and with this, the Phobos been taken down, just melted down, shredded to pieces by the damage coming in from the carry, and with this, once again, so much crowd control, Hylos just uses up his ultimate to disengage Moscow, and the rest of the team is already out there, but just look at them, not even waiting for the minions just to take down the inhibitor. And with this, the Lord is coming up, the charge is coming up, the heal is also there in the hands of Hilda. The damage is way too much. We're able to defend, but that highly depends if they're able to mark down the Moscow. Like, even though Team Quantum Eclipse, they are on the lower edge, but okay.
That's going to be the Earth Shatter, but there's a shutdown from Moscow to that Lapu carry locking down the base. Fovier is trying to sustain rough face combination as well. Lucas fallen down and Prajwal quite too low. Moscow into the back line, trying to dash out damage to that Moscow. No, he fails to finish off that carry. That's such a close call for that Moscow. And that was a close call for the side of Team Quantum Eclipse as well. Team Will of D. I mean, that was a successful Lord push as well. Only bottom lane base turret is left. But I would say could have done better with this Lord, Team Will of D.
Well, I definitely they could have done better, but I was just going to say that the Moscow's positioning is pretty good because he knows he has the pierce damage, so he's utilizing that. I think even though Team Quantum Eclipse are kind of losing right now, the Moscow is still playing pretty safe considering the amount of space he's getting. Like the Hylos is really not working out, especially towards the late game. He won't work out at all because there is a carry. Carry will shred down a Hylos. I think Hylos is one of those tanks whom she will shred down the fastest. I think they should have gone in for something like a Kalia instead. At least that would force. At least she could have done something, right? At least take the CC the jungler, CC the mage. Carry is already on the Purify, but then it does not really matter because someone or the other will bait out that Purify anyhow.
Yes. I mean, they could have just gone for the Kaja or the Kale, as you mentioned, that they just needed a pick off or a CC because they have all in combo. Look at that. That there is the Lapu that needs to go in, there is a Lucas who needs to go in, and there is this Hilda that needs to go in. So you just, divine judgment anyone or tsunami slam anyone, and you can, kidnap them towards your team side, and you have that necessary shred. You have the Suyu, you have the Moscow, you have the Kadita. You can burst down those heroes easily. But never mind, they need to somehow work out with this high loss because what's done is done. And if we see itemization wise, I think Moskov has gotten his approximately full items. Just need one more item, yes, and might go for that wind chant. And there's a Hilda. There's a power of wildness onto the Hilda as well. Quite too low. Moscow will be surviving for now, and they're making their position towards the Lord side, I think. And 9 seconds for this Lord. And again, Hilda just being a nuisance to that Moscow right there.
And just look at Hilda. She's almost complete with that thunder belt and that robe. That shield is kind of insane. Especially she even has the chastise. So, like the Moscow doesn't even have many kills. It's like even hard for them to even shred down the Hilda. But right now they go in for another engage.
That's a Fury of the Phoenix as well. Lord quite too low, killing spree for that carry. Now she is trying to hurt those tank, and does a mega kill for that Hilda. And they are on a roll right now. Moscow misses out with the SOD, and they will have to fall back for now to the base. Again, Team mlbb is marching towards the base of the side of Team Quantum Eclipse. They are not waiting it out for the Lord, and Lord will be marching from the mid lane as well. They have destroyed the turret, and we can see if Moscow will be able to defend this push, that will be a very, very miracle because all 5 members are up. Look at the carriage damage. She still has the light wheel. She has the purify, and I think she will be able to shred down all these frontliners. That's going to be the high lows. Again, that's going to be 8 seconds for Prajual. Now locking onto the base. That's a kill onto that Kadita. No, but Moscow's fallen down, and that will be the Earth Shatter. And with this, Team mlbb has won this best of 1 series, Asuya. I mean, what a game it was. They just played it out very beautifully.
They have a pretty good game. I think one-sided, kind of aggressive game coming in from the side of Team mlbb. Especially, I would say Hilda would be the game maker there, of course. Right? Look at her, she's the MVP. The way she was going in, the amount of damage she could soak, especially towards the late game, because just look at her items. Moscow couldn't do anything, even though he does have his Trinity build, but then again, the rest of the team is not helping. Towards the end, if you did see how the Hilda, the Lucas, as well as the Lapu, they're just making sure to jump on to RDM Moscow. So even Karina couldn't work out well for them because she didn't really provide anything, especially to the Moscow. Same goes for the Hylos. They were kind of sitting ducks, and that's how I think, especially that Hylos pick didn't really synergize with them. I don't know what they were planning, but if they were planning for an entire dive-in type of comp, I think the Lucas just smashed that dreams into pieces.
I mean, where their dreams got shattered when the Lucas just did a freaking 3-man kill onto the Lord's side. That was such a beautiful. I mean, I didn't even notice when they died, but that was just beautifully executed by the side of Team mlbb. But as you mentioned, the MVP, this Hilda was absolutely amazing in this match, and this Hylos couldn't synergize with the team, as you mentioned. I mean, they could have gone for some other heroes, but what's done is done. The best of 1 series has won by Team mlbb. I think Team Quantum Eclipse will learn from this match and will be coming back strong again. I think this was it for the game number 1, guys. We will see you guys for the game number 2. Before that, please like, share, subscribe to the stream, and also follow us onto our all social media panels. You will get the link onto our descriptions. You follow us onto Instagram, Discord, and Facebooks, and you can be a part of the next scrim as well, and you can get the necessary updates from our organization. We will see you guys after a short break. So you go for the game number 2.
I see. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me.
Welcome everyone to the Algambo Esports Weekly Scrim Clash. You're right now watching it out at Algambo Esports YouTube channel. If you're new here, subscribe our channel. If you're already the subscriber, our family member, then have to share the stream to your friends, like the stream and comment down whom you're supporting today. We're having the second game of the night. It will be between Team Morian Royals versus Team Velocity Esports. Last day, if I'm not wrong, I was casting with Asuya and Team Velocity Esports. They couldn't manage to win that game against Epsilon and Choppy. But today, will they gonna do something better than the last time, or they will be again getting a defeat? Because Morian Royals, guys, this name is new, but the team is old. Yep, it's Clutch God actually, who just changed their name into Morian Royals. So let's see how this game gonna go for these two teams, as well as Solski will be with me to co-cast this game. Hello, Solski. After a long time, back into the English desk.
Yes, boss. How are you, man? Ashtezi. And as you said, Maureen Royals, they're the clutch gods. Will they be able to clutch the Velocity Esports? It's just a matter of time we will get to see it. But straight away into our banning sections, and they are not wasting any time. Straight away, three bans from the side of Team Maureen Royals. They're banning the Marcel, there's a Harrod, and a Guinevere. And Velocity Esports, they have banned the 4 vs, obviously, Freya, obviously, and the last ban. What do you think, Ashtezi? What will be here?
Maybe they're gonna ban something out of the goal lane. Moscow, Claude, or like even the Paquito is doing great at this point. But no, they're gonna go for this glue here. Okay, I mean we actually don't see a glue ban in the tournament nowadays because glue is kind of got that nerf. I mean it's not the biggest nerf, but still. Okay, you let the Jushin out there and it will just get prioritized by Maureen Royals here. Now Velocity does have a chance to go for the Lunox, Lilia, Zatian, and if not these three heroes, they're gonna try that Valir as well.
I mean, they have they can trade off the Zushin with the. I think can go for the Eve, but in the later parts, I think they could go for the last pick for the first picking phase. And for the first two picks, I think a couple of picks are open. Okay, there is the Valir. My God, goated Ash, and Velocity for the second pick will be the Lapu. I mean, pretty much early for the Lapu. Not a big fan for this Lapu into the first picking phase. And what do you like? How did you predicted that they will be the Valir there?
I mean, it somehow hinder the Jushin in the early phase of the game, so do into the team fights when Jushin will be using that lantern player to pick you up and giving you all those pokes and taunts. Valida will be the one actually suppressing her with those push as well as constant slowdown. So definitely, I mean, it's a good counter of the Jushin. That's why I mean I rely on the Valid more than the Zetian or Lunox. Lunox is kind of situational. You're gonna go for the high burst to take down the Jushin, but somehow if you are lacking behind of your frontliner, then you might get caught into the hand of Jushin. So that's why like Valid is a safer choice, I'll say. But from this side, as they went for the dragon and the grok, they might gonna try something into the jungle like maybe the assassin. But there you go, Moscow coming in here. Haven't picked the Claude yet, so they're gonna ban it out in the second banning phase for sure.
Oh,
Okay, they ban the carry here.
I mean, somewhere or the other they will ban the marksman, but there is a Fredden ban as well. Obviously, you need to ban out the jungling. Fredden Baksha is also open, and the jungling phase Suyu. Don't think so. Leomord is kind of a meta right now. And banning wise, last ban from the side of Team Velocity Esports, they are might opt for a Claude ban as you mentioned. Harith is also banned, so no, they will ban out the jungler. They want to ban out the Suyu. Don't want to face the Suyu, and I think they will go for a jungling pick for the first pick in the second picking phase. And the last ban for the side of Team
Hmm.
Morian Royals might ban out again a Bard jungler as well. Bakshia, yes, obviously a Bakshia. Now, Team Velocity
Hmm.
Esports have the option to go for the Leo mode, I suppose, or maybe some another, not so meta jungler, but still good. A Ling maybe viable here. What do you think?
Link could be the option here for the side of Team Morin Royal. So do Velocity Esports can actually go for that Link as well. But if not the Link, then you can actually try the Akai as well, like for Velocity. But they're gonna go for that classic combination of Todkacha and Valir. It really works so well. I mean, it's an MPL combo, and if they will prioritize it in a proper way, like execute it in a proper way, they might gonna give so many sets to their team side. But we really need to see the position of the Lapu Lapu as well, like how he is initiating the team fight. Because it's not the Todkacha who going to initiate the fight here. We need an initiator so that the engage with that AOG will be a proper
Oh,
way. But here, two picks coming in. Irithel, it's a revamped Irithel, of course. I mean, not with the skills, but with the face and the artistic figure. That is the Harley as well. Like,
oh,
okay,
oh, oh.
okay, that's actually a natural counter of Harley, but at the same time, it's kind of vulnerable because Irithel will be onto the Purify, Jushin will be onto the Purify. You can't take on a Grog. Even Yuzong is kind of tanky for you, so you just picked it for the Harley. And if it doesn't work in the early phase of the game, if you don't get the snowball, Stolsky, you kind of cooked.
Absolutely, man. And I suppose they have one more, card up to their sleeves. The Team Velocity Esports. They might go for a gang the Yuzhong into the first, the first few minutes, and might be able to shut him down for the next few turtles. And maybe, as you said, that the Saber needs a snowball, and that might give him the snowball that he needs. Marine Royals, on the other hand, they have that, the Harley, as I mentioned, there will be the Purify for the Zushin and the Irithel. A Saber will be having a very, very hard time to kill these both heroes, plus because of their mobility, as well as the Zushin is kind of a, semi fighter mates type of hero. So she still has a lot of HP. If she, buys that, brute force or something that provides you defense, so you can't one shot her. Instead, you need a lot of penetration
Hmm.
to, one shot that Zushin, including that
Definitely.
she doesn't have a purifier at the given moment. But that was a draft. I think that will be a very conditional draft for both the sides. If the Harley manages to do something, I think she might burst down a lot of heroes. But as you speak, Ash, we will be moving to the land of dawn for the game number 2 of the weekly scrims of Algambo Esports. Morian Royals onto the blue, Velocity Esports onto the red. Both and have you seen the new jungle rotation? Look, the Harley is doing that,
Yeah.
going for the creep first.
For the grammar or maybe for the throne that you can try it out. You can get the level 2 mark as easy as possible. Then you can go for the blue buff, red buff, whatever you are onto, and then you might gonna start the Leto as well. So instant level 3, and then you can actually be in level 4 in just less than 1 minute and 15 seconds, which is actually so fast as a jungler. And with the Hirara, Suyu,
I mean, absolutely. I mean, yeah. I mean, still, as you mentioned, as that's a rotation that provides you the level 2 at the very movement. But still, you need to take advantage of that first move advantage and go for the enemies. Enemies creeps, that cornermost creep that is just beside your gold lane or the just beside your exp lane. But this is a dangerous grass map. I think that will be quite proving a quite difficulty for that Harley to roam around this map. But there is a wall from that Grok. I think could have put the wall better so that he could get the vision on the Saber. But never mind, Saber moving on to the turtle. We'll be doing some positioning onto the turtle side, and this will be the fight for the first turtle. Before that, he might be going for some kill. There's a deadly magic onto the bot lane. Lapu Lapu quite too low. I think he is
yeah.
dead. Is he? I don't think so. No. Oh, just barely surviving in 1 HP right there.
Yeah, he's gonna back into the base as well. But now look at the sub Saber. He's getting constantly zoned out by the Grok here, and he might not get the turtle as well. This is the, like the lack thing I always see with the Saber. But there you go, Retribution out of the mark, got the turtle there. Now I'm gonna go for the fight. Black Dragon emerges, zoned it out, first blood secured, and it will be a kill on the Valir. Twilight can't do anything here, and it might be an invade, successful invade onto the blue buff as well. So, not a great start for the Saber, Solski. And whenever you don't have the snowball in the early game with the Saber, you kind of cooked, man. I always told this. Like, I always tell this.
I mean, I mean, absolutely, man. I can't agree with you more because Saber a lot dependent on that ultimate. If you don't have the damage of that ultimate, you're kind of cooked. But let's just see, it was just the first turtle. If you see, the goal difference is not a lot, just 500 golds. So they still have a chance, but that was a very good engage from the Yu Zhong getting the kill onto the Dweller. Now the momentum is kind of with the team Modern Royals, not that much of a momentum, but still they have it, so they might expand that momentum more onto their side. Saber going for that Letho Wanderer. Would like to see some itemization because right now it's just a 3 minute mark, and both the teams are starting to go for their core items preparations. And look at that, there is a slightly skirmish on the bot lane side. Saber with the Fury Hammer. Irithel will go for that. Okay, she's going for that Wind Talker for first and just a boot. That's a good goated. I think that's a goated combo. The Wind Talker and just the first phase of the boot. So far, so forth. Okay, there is the triple sweep, and I suppose he's just dead. Just Sanford just dead right there. And this is what I was talking about. Ash. He might go for that. Marking down that Sanford into the XP lane.
EXP, you might gonna go for that thing. And with that also, you can actually, prioritize a proper laning kind of thing. And you're gonna give that proper setup to the Lapu Lapu as well, because he will be winning the lane because the Yuzong will be not farmed that much to go for the fight. So right now, Maureen Royals as well as Velocity Esports, they are in an equal position. We will ignore the macro objective because just a total in the hand of Maureen Royals, which is giving them the little bit of advantage here. Zoni once again coming out from Twilight as well as from the Grok. There is the AOG coming up as well, triple sweep, but now it will be the retribution onto the turtle by the Harley. Gonna get the kill onto the Lapu Lapu. What a beautiful rotation for victory onto the top to the bot side. The fight still continues. That is where coming to the wasteland, happen onto the Saber. And that's the Twilight being safe at a 20% of health, but couldn't manage to defend his two of the members because that will be the trade getting received by none other than Team Maureen Royals.
That was a very poor, I would say, poor engage by the side of Team Velocity Esports. Team Modern Royals, they did absolutely well into the turtle fight. And that's the thing with the Saber, Velocity Esports, they need to bait out that Black Dragon. The Black Dragon is actually providing a lot of dividends for their teams. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Moscow getting that gold shield. And I think that was kind of not a very good trade, but somehow you need to get something out of the team fight because you didn't join the team fight. But the rotation from that victory was absolutely immaculate. So far, so forth, Team Modern Royals have that, have the footing into this game. They just need to maintain it for now. We can see the top lane might be a tech charge play. I don't think so. He didn't do that. There's a recall taunt from the Saber waiting for the correct target. But there's a purify for that Zushin. And remind you, but will he get it? Okay, there's a triple sweep, I guess. Okay, no, he's waiting out. That's a goated play from that Saber waiting out. And there is Earth Shudder and might go for the AOG as well. Fully flickering out to the safe distance. Grok and in the bottom lane, an off-camera kill as well.
If they manage to sustain till the late of the game, Velocity will actually gonna win this game because they have a Moscow into their side. And look at it, like the Moscow is getting the farm right now. Got the turret on the top, cross map play, we saw it there into the bot side. They got a structure as well. So it's more like still both the teams are going in the same path. Like they are equalizing the trades, they're equalizing the scores, they're equalizing the neutral objective securance, everything. Like not the neutral objective securance yet because it's 2 for none. 2 of the total has been taken down by the Harley, but structure wise they're kind of equal. I mean, they did not open the map properly from the top or maybe from the bot as well. But now the third turtle is here. Let's see the zone from the Grok. He's gonna try out for this turtle as well. In the meantime, a structure got secured and I believe this is a free turtle because look at Saber. He's onto the bot side and there you go. Turtle for the side of Team Maureen Royals, but Team Velocity are kind of keen into opening the map rather than going for the objective fight.
Oh, Saber. Oh my god, no way he's surviving that, brother. But there is the Valir, he's just done the Purify. Now that's a wonderful Petrify combination from the Sanford, living up to his name. But Valir will flicker out for now, but there is a Spear of Misery, just stunning that Sanford onto the wall. Will be surviving the day for now. And that was a very good engage from the side of Team Maureen Royals. However, as I said, Team Velocity might have the advantage. They are going toe-to-toe with the new neutral objectives trade. They have, I think, taken down 1 extra turret. And also, would like to point out that Irithel doesn't have the Purify and she has gone for that Rose Gold rush. I don't think so she needed Rose Gold. I think she could have gone for that core itemization that she needed. Berserker Fury and just, Malefic Gun as well as Windtalker she had. But the Sanford Twilight, he's just getting caught off guard. Might be going for the AOTG, but that's a GG's for the Twilight right there.
Definitely. Velocity Esports, they got 3 kills, but they couldn't manage to get a single turtle, but onto the turret voice request. Oh, that's a triple sweep. He was not aware of it. He does have the sprint, but this time she will cut off guard and she'll be taken down as soon as possible. 4 for 6. Still, the saver thing is good, but like in the late phase of the game, you're kind of actually useless. So I mean, that's why I don't like the Saber.
Oh, Lapu? Is he dead? No, he survives. I mean, as you mentioned, you don't like the Saber, but I think, for now, I think it's kind of working and / not working as well. But because he can't take the neutral objectives fight because the Yuzhong is on to him and he can't move as well. But the Yuzhong is doing an absolute wonderful job for zoning out the Saber. So every neutral objective fight, if you notice, Team Velocity Esports is losing, and whenever they taking fight without a neutral objectives, they are winning. So now they need to change that if they want to, take out neutral objectives. Might be a tech charge combo wombo, no follow up to that grog right there.
Yep, no follow-up there coming out, but look at the dragon, zoning it out, goes in there, triple slash, oh my goodness, that's a trap down, slain happen over the Lapu Lapu as well. 2 for none, the trade got secured from the side of Morian Royals, and now they're gonna go for the Lord. Nobody's there to contest out, but look at that Moscow, taking out the tier onto the top, and might gonna engage with SOD, but no. Because somewhat I feel like, oh no, he's trying something, but SOD will not get connected.
That's a nutmeg.
That was not the Fate's call.
Yeah, that was a nutmeg Ash. I mean, no, he just, that was just a aura farming. I'm just kidding. That was just a beautiful nutmeg. I mean, he just misses out onto that 4 people. I mean, can you do it? Can you do it in football, by the way, Ash? I don't think so. You can do it. That's a very good nutmeg right there. But you know what? Team Velocity Esports, as I mentioned, they can't win the neutral objective fight, so they need to get their trade-offs just wait out for the good man's. Okay, he's just waiting out. I think he listened to me. Is he waiting for that Irithel? Is he waiting for someone? Maybe he's waiting for the Irithel, but there is the triple sweep, but a wonderful rose gold meteor right there. I'm sorry, Irithel, I just doubted a rose gold meteor. It just saved your life. And for that, guys, the saver is GG's for now.
Not every time you're going to catch me up, man. Not every time I'm going to give you my kill. That's what the Irithel really did this time with that Rose Gold Meteor. Just an addition of a small item, and it gave the seal to her. And look at it, like the Saber got the spot in the air. He got trapped into his own, It's kind of a booby trap. Of course, because you are the one getting trapped there. But now into the mid.
Only if he haven't gone for Sky Piercer. Instead, could have gone for Sea Halbert. He could have killed that Irithel, but no. He went for the Sky Piercer. He just had 10 stacks. Now he has 7. So, I mean, you do you, man. I would prefer just go for full burst, then go for Sky Piercer, because you will be having a lot better kill rate. Kill rate ratio if you have gone for the not Sky Piercer. If you have gone for that Sea Halberd or maybe some another damage item, because you have the Blade of Heptasis, you have that passive that gives you a lot of damage, along with coupling it with that 50% cut down on the shield, could have make wonders for you, Saber.
Let's see. For now, once again, Twilight here couldn't manage to engage properly. I'll say you this thing, bro. I mean, Solski. It's been 3 days, like 3 weekly scrims. I've been seeing Velocity Esports constantly losing. I don't know what happened to their tempo. After the tournament ends, Battle for Crown, I've seen them dominating the wayside. Double peg tree, Saber goes down, doesn't matter. The Black Dragon will eventually come in as well to zone them out, but onto the pill. Look at the heavy crossbows damage coming in here. Gonna go for that Brevis Fighter with that AOG following up as well. That's a kill on to Victor. They might gonna go for a double. Lantern player coming in. Twilight gonna use the Revitalize. That goes back. The retaliate back at the base. But now the Lord is about to come in 20 seconds. And do you feel the Saber will just goes into the pit of Lord? I'm gonna try a Retribution 50-50 fight against the Harley.
If you get the triple sweep onto the Harley, I think it's a free Lord for the side of Team Velocity Esports. But the amount of mistake that Saber is doing. And again, I think, oh my god, no, my god, he is again getting caught onto the same mistake, triple sweep, but not enough damage, a lot of sustain from the Sanford. Again, going in with the, with the Black Dragon form, not the way of the Dragon. So, I mean, come on, man, come on.
It's the same place.
Notice? Yes, same place, same timing, just the Lord is there.
Same place, same timing, just and even the same hero, Sanford, was there to zone him out. It's just the Irithel was not being there. It was Yushin was trying to take
again.
Again, bro, again now. How can he do that? Like, I know you want to go for it. Deadly magic. Now he doesn't have a chance. You're gonna go for the triple sweep, but that end, guys. That's end. That right now it's end. Tech charge be connected, not what happened, doesn't have to revitalize, but someone somehow gonna use their Cyclone Eye to flee back. But onto the bot side, look at the Moscow. You're gonna try something here. Rest is Kelly. Will he get the tier?
I mean, that was a very good off I would say offlane play by that Moscow, because you need to get some trade-offs by that kill. But Saber, only if he had used his first ability and then do this triple sweep, I think he could have killed that Harley. But never mind, that was a very panic triple sweep by that Saber. And with that mistake, I think they gave out the Lord. Now they will be sinking out the lanes. The Lord will be marching down to the mid lane as well. And the Sanford is playing absolutely immaculate in this match, along with that Harley. Look at Harley, 305 where the Saber is there. It's actually very good. But the Moscow, he just farming it out. He's just waiting for his power spec. Look at that. I think he got even. Okay, he is going for the triple sweep this time. I don't think so. Victory is going to swipe on, no matter that's a texture onto that STG.
Okay, Lord marching in there. They're gonna go for the 5p4 set here. Previous Spider, Black Dragon. But I believe the defense will be onto the mark, and there you go. That Lord got defended, but still the fight is continuing. Lapu Lapu, he's getting caught behind with that Lantern player. From the beginning, we're gonna see the Valir not connecting his contest burst. Moscow gonna goes in. Sanford falls down. Prestes, will he get a double here? No. The Holly's hat will be a beautiful defense coming out from the jungler. Aaron, look at Aaron. He is kind of running back, whereas Kenneth is taking the mega kill onto the Saber here. Like, I don't know what the roamer's decision here. Retribution. Gonna go for the tech charge. Beautiful setup coming in. Moscow goes back, but look at the cheese coming out from the Jushin, but at the same time, very less health. Twilight, you're gonna survive, but it will be a killing spree on the Prestige. They might gonna trap down the Valir. Gonna use the ultimate to get the Purify there. Still, does have the damage. He does have the push, and it's not so easy to catch him up at this moment. You need another lot to finish it up. 14-7 the score is, structure-wise. Yet they're having the advantage, Marine Royals.
I mean, that was slightly overextension from Velocity Esports, and with that mistake, Team Marine Royals capitalized with their heroes. And okay, that's a good kill. Come on, let's freaking go, Siva. That's the spirit. That's a 1-for-1 trade from both the sides of the teams. And I was mentioning that was a little overextension from the side of Team Velocity Esports, and Moscow was doing pretty good. I don't know why they forced down the mid lane part. I mean, they could have gone for the side lanes and pressurized the side lanes, because they could have each gotten the bottom lane turret or base turret of the top lane. But no, instead they went out the mid lane, and with that mistake, Team Modern Royals capitalized onto that mistake, and they just made a comeback, which they never lost. So Team Velocity Esports, I mean, the Saber, if the Saber just did, keeps doing the thing that he did right now, I think Team Velocity Esports might be able to come back in this game.
They kind of thought that they can wipe them out into the team fight with their chase, but it just got backfire onto them. The recoiling was so high that they couldn't manage to survive there. But now, look at it. Grok, Evan, standing there waiting for the Saber to march in, and then he might gonna mark him down as easy as possible. But at the same time, you're gonna see that lane pressure from the side lanes as well. Nobody's starting out the Lord Dance yet. And Grok is getting zoned out. 3 of the members gonna get back at the super side. At the same time, Harley gonna go for the deadly magic. And that's a beautiful kill coming onto Prestige. AOG miss. A lot of resources burned out. Flicker back. That's a beautiful escape at the same point. Now, you don't have Prestige.
Oh no.
Saber is hiding. He's waiting for the perfect moment. At the same time, the Dragon is gonna go for the zone. Triple sweep, but this time, he got Kenneth. He got Kenneth, but he falls down as well. And now, they're going to get the Lord. He doesn't have the AOG Twilight.
Will they go in? That's a matter of question, guys, because that was a very goated move. Triple sweep from that Saber. There's a Pavest Fighter. Earth Shatter. Will he get the Lord? That will be amazing. But no, Rithel will be getting the Lord right there. There will be the Lantern Flare from the Zushin as well. Grok trying to zone out, but that's too much damage coming from the backside of the Valir. Double kill onto that Valir. Valir is still going in. He will be getting caught out with the Zushin, but somehow survives. SOD misses out just barely. And that's a Velocity Esports making a comeback. Goated play from the Saber, getting the proper marking onto that Harley. And now Team Velocity Esports really getting some room to breathe in this match.
That jump, that previous fighter from Lapu Lapu was really insane one. I mean, at the time, I even hold my breath like, will it be Lapu or is it someone from, Marine Royals? Like, he's literally insane at that particular moment. He was aura farming. 1v4, going for the Lord directly and still surviving, coming back. But more than 50% of the health. Zone coming
Huh?
in, triple sweep. He's not gonna
Huh?
get the kill there, but he might
Oh,
taken out here.
Moscow.
SOD correct. Moscow engages. Slay
Good.
happen out there. Gonna go for a double lateral play coming in. That's
Ooh.
a wall. But look at the storm and the Strumble as well. Go back at this point because they need to defend the lot as well.
That was a close call for the side of Team Velocity Esport, but they managed to take out one member. But there is a freeze gameplay from that Harley. Just was trying to manage to get that Saber, but fails to do so. Team Velocity Esports with very good comeback. We are witnessing a very good comeback from them, but still the base threat is up. With that base threat, I don't think so. The lane pressure will be onto the side of Team Velocity Esports, but still they need to they have been making a good play, but can't be they can't capitalize on that plays because every time they're doing some plays, either they're getting trade off or they couldn't make something out of that play. But now, Team Auto Rolls, the pressure onto them is quite high. But there is a Sanford onto the bottom lane side. Will he go for one-on-one onto that Saber? Saber has a lot of damage right now. Please, Saber, don't go to that bush because, okay, he learned from his mistake and will not go towards that bush.
For now, it's Maureen Royals who are in a better position with the goal lead and the items they have already picked up. But as the game is already reached to the late phase of the mark, so I feel like items has already been completed from Velocity as well. So now it's more like who will be getting the Lord, who will be getting this neutral objective, who will be the one opening up the Nexus for them first, will be the one taking on the win. But before that, look at the Saber waiting for Kenneth. He's waiting for that perfect trade to come on so that he can take out Kenneth and then he will have more chance to get the Lord and to finish up the game as well. Velocity Esports still looking for the victory. They are not getting in this last 3 days of Scrim. Oh, that's an unstoppable from the Jushin. Now the Black Dragon gonna emerges, goes back there. Look at the damage being popping out, killing spree and got a shut down instantly. Double for the Jushin. Still can ring it out with those Lantern players. AOG for the defense. Does have the immortality and now the deadly magic comes in. But what is happening on the bot side? Will it be a backdoor? Beautiful defense from the Irithel, but still the minions marching in. She was not aware of it. Recalling back into the safer side. Harley, Irithel coming back into the zone, but at the same time, the structure will get delivered here. That's a wind of nature being used. Gonna use that Harley's hat. Immortality popped up. Moscow trying to go for a 1v2 situation. That's a kill. Oh no! He got spotted into the air. This might be a chance for Warrior Royals to finish it up because now it's 2v4.
Yes, I think that was a very good hold on from the Moscow. He bought enough time to make that Saber come back to the life along with that Valera as well. So now they can go for toe to toe. That will be the 4v5, but still they don't have that much of numbers advantage. Team Morin Royals, but still that was a very goated play coming from the Sanford. That start of the play, they took down the Saber, but there will be the tech charge onto the backside. Toilet getting too much of damage. He's taking, I think, unnecessary damage for no reasons, I suppose.
The game is going past 20 right now. It's too late. It's too late for now. If they will continue this game like this, I believe Maureen Royals will be the one delivering the victory. Or maybe the Moscow will be the one going for the backdoor. Like constantly suppressing each and every tiers in the far lanes and then taking out the inhibitor as well. So he's doing his part. Now it's the other member. If they will engage the fight, he might be the one finish it up.
Oh, but there is again Saber. Is it Saber that got caught off guard? Yes, godlike for the Zushin. And now they will take down the slot very beautifully. Again, Moscow going for that backdoor again from the bottom lane side. They have the lane pressure from the bot side. But now they will be regrouping towards the bot side as well. I'm pretty confused. Modern Royals could have gotten the Lord before because the Moscow was dead. I don't know why they didn't rush it. But it doesn't matter. But the Saber is 5-11-2. Come on, my goat, you are getting caught very, very off position. Just a very little bit, a patience gameplay you need with the Saber. As you mentioned, Ashley, this is the late game, and I think he is getting just, he's just getting whooped at this point.
Let's see. Lord marching from the top. It's not the Infernal Lord, it's a Luminous Lord right now. So it's not that easy to take it down. It does have a lot of sustain. You really need to go for it. And look at the sync as well. Like they're syncing the lane properly from the bottom to from the mid as well. Somehow the Lord is getting defended. It's getting all the shots. Okay, Black Dragon gonna go for that zone. At the same time, the Lord will just get defended, but into the mid side, a tier will get succeeded from the side of Team Maureen Royals. They might gonna take out a tier of the board, but Saber, he's doing something. Inch of health. Grim should make it in the coming way. Legendary for the Jushin. In the meantime, the Harley goes down. It's a 1-for-1 set. Lapu goes into the bravest fighter. Got oh no. AOG! That's a proper setup. Not gonna happen. Valir goes in. Engage happening. Immortality popped up from the Grog. Aaron, they're gonna get taken down by the Twilight. Right now, they don't have the frontliners. Other than the Dragon, will they do something to defend their base, or is it the end?
I suppose it might be the end, but there will be. I think the Saber baited out that Rose Gold Meteor as well, so now she's fully open. It's a little but a very, very good Earth Shatter combination from the Lapu, getting that kill onto that victory. Twilight still surviving the day, and the Lapu as well. The Zushin trying to proc down some immortality from the Twilight, but still he's alive, might go for that push, but there's a Moscow trying to get some damage onto the Sanford. Again, Twilight with the misses out with his taunt, they're marking down the base, the minion is down there, Twilight again getting down, there's a bravest fighter, Earth Shatter as well, a freeze gameplay, and Moscow, no, yes, he got the base. Wonderful played by Team Velocity Esports, what a comeback it was for the game number 2 of the evening. That was more than 22 minutes game, and my god, my oh my, that last lot fight, Team Velocity Esports turned the game completely. And at Saber, look at the Saber, I think he did his work. The Moscow, he's a real MVP for me in this game.
Locking down the base when you're fighting against the Jushin, your Kathodkacha already taken down. Still, like that bronze though. Okay, man, that Choco. Okay, it's fine.
We don't talk about it.
Okay, we don't talk about it.
But you know what? Twilight also really played well, so I deserve MVP.
Deserve MVP for sure. Like the last sacrifice was really it's enrolled in the book of Velocity Esports today. The Scrim was totally fire up. Maureen Royals changed their name from Clutch God to Maureen Royals, but their first game did not go so well for them. It's fine. Like they were about to win, but it was all Moscow's game. Like locking down the base at the perfect time. He did it, man. With this, me, AshTZ, Solski taking a break, guys. Be coming back for the third game of the weekly Scrim class powered by Algambo Esports. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned with us, because we'll be coming back in just 2 to 3 minutes.
And like, share, subscribe to the stream.
I see. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Algambo Esports Weekly Scrim Clash series. Yep, you're back into the banger again, and me as TZ going with Pitchy for this third game of the night. It will be a banger game for sure because the last two games were really hit up. Actually, the last game, Pitchy, if you have seen it, like even you have casted for Velocity Esports, they're not having a good week as well, like from the previous week. They're really losing out each and every game they were playing. But today, after a struggle of 23 minutes and more, they managed to take over the victory. It was the all credit goes to Prestige for that Moscow and the last lockdown to the base. So did Twilight with the Cathode Kasha. But right now, let's see what will be happening in this game number 3. Because I don't think this game will go easy as well. And here we are into the drop section. It will be Elite Esports going straight against Almost Pros. Last time, Almost Pros, they did well, but this time, let's see how they're gonna perform against Elite Esports.
Yes, sir. Let's see how is it going to be. As of now, Team Elite Esports have gone in for a Marcel. Understandable. Now, Marcel being such a annoying hero, in my opinion, so just not get it on. But at the same time, this being a scrims, this is actually a very good space where you can actually come up with a new composition. Even to the last game, I had the feeling that the Saber was just trying to, have a comfortable time as well. But Saber being Saber, it's been like a lot of times that the team has not been playing that such kind of heroes, and this is a hero that might be or might not be coming into the meta. So that's the reason why we are seeing those kind of picks. But hey, moving on, we are seeing Almost Pros picking up a Angela as well as the Fredrin combo. Long time no see. Kind of excited to see how this will be moving forward for them.
Jushin open again. They're gonna go for the Fedrin. They're trying to gamble it up against this Jushin. Bakshi coming up as well. Hylos in the front. It's a good combination, Hylos and the Jushin. But look at that, Angela. I was thinking the Angela was into the mid, Pichi, but no, it's a Valir against this Jushin again. Like it's more like the proper count of the Jushin, but at the same time, your sustain is little bit. You're lacking a little bit into the sustain part. You have
That's
an
true.
actual roam. You don't have a proper tank, so it might get reflected onto you because if you are having the Angela Pichi, you're going to play against a Pakshya, who is actually a anti-heal hero, proper anti-heal kind of hero. So
That's
let's
true,
see.
though. I mean, looking at the Zushin, had a feeling that Team Elite Esports might not go for the Bakshia because I feel like the Eve would have been such a good partner towards the Bakshia rather than a Zushin. But hey, Zushin is no less as well. Such a good hero onto the middle lane, captures the essence of the mage. Very good. But back to the bans. Looks like they have been going in very quickly. For them, the Beatrix is a ban because respect ban exists, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see. Moscow as well. Moscow, Claude, understandable. But the carry this time around is also banned up. That means there could be a chance that we will be able to see a Nate. Oh, okay. Even Nathan is banned. Maybe a Clint or maybe something on to a fighter goal lane as well.
Claude. Oh, Claude is banned as well. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, look at it like
So many marksmen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bro, 6 marksmans. Are you insane? Like even Paquito kind of playing gold, so 7.
Oh my
7
gosh.
marksman and CC is here. We're not sure the CC is a flex right now. It can actually play it into the gold, soda into the EXP. So let's see. Export coming in for the true damage. That's gold
Ooh.
Bruno. If the Bruno is here, Harith is open though, so you can actually try Harith here. But
That's
then you
true
will have
though.
more like magic comp. So let's see. Like Harith do works, Pitchy. It do works. Like the Stalin Sky, Holy Crystal, it do give the penetration to the tankies members. But at the same time, the Chushin might be the hindrance. That's what making them stop to go for the Harith.
That's true. Again, the Team Elite Esports, they need a bit of a crowd control as well. I was kind of hoping to see somewhat of like a Lapu Lapu as well jumping towards the EXP, but for them, they are trying to go for a bit of a sustain plus damage, like a burst kind of a damage. Lapu Lapu could have done that work as well. But hey, this is the scrim, so the teams are actually here to try out what is working out and what is not working out for them. As of now, this is the rough, ladies and gentlemen. We are definitely getting a Leslie. Long time no see as well, but again, Leslie getting farm up is really takes a quite a few time. Plus, it is just crazy to see how expensive her items are as well. So I'm kind of curious to see if this Leslie will be having a good time or possibly the opposite as well. With that, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Also, do let me know which team are you guys rooting for.
Evil Esports, sorry, Elite Esports or Almost Pros. Bruno, Let's talk about the Bruno pick here from Team Elite Esports. They're really onto that pick, and into the late phase, the Bruno is actually a good pick against this Fedrin and the Angela. So, yep. I mean, I'm happy with those picks from Elite Esports. They're looking a little bit stronger, having more upper hand than Almost Pros. But you know what? As you mentioned about the Leslie, gonna take a lot of time to get full mark, full damage. But look at it, flicker. Both the flickers got used there, and Bruno will be the one getting safer exit from that scenario. Right now, the Leslie's damage, when it will get the proper 3000, 4000 damage per shot, she will really going to give a lot of hindrance, lot of like really lot of towards the side of Elite Esports.
Definitely. Let's see who's going to be the first blood right here. The teams are all ready now. Again, you were talking about how the team Almost Pros might not have the bit of a sustain right there, the front laners, but them taking up, heroes who could just jump in towards the re-engage as well. That works out very well. So let's see how it is going around for them. But mid lane, a little bit of a pressure coming in from Ari Biscuit. His lane is getting freezed up, but Doofy, too much damage taken as well.
It's the bot side. They want to go for the engage. That's a beautiful knock-on coming in. Flicker back to the Seeker side. From the behind, we're going to see the follow-up coming out from the Fedrin. He's giving out the taunt on his potions being used. Give some slowdown to the Fedrin to go for the engage. Now the turtle marching into the Lanaton, 2 minutes mark. Let's see, we'll be having it. Before that, a lot of stuns, a lot of constant pokes going to be happen out of that Chushin. Turtle dance not yet started, but that's the first blood. Leslie with a bullseye onto that Bruno. Gonna get the first blood for the setup team. Almost Pros. Really, I mean, this is what I was talking about. If the Leslie get the snowball pitchy, you're kind of doomed.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Turtle is on Billion. We have seen his retribution time by time. He works it out very, very well. But the last thing insanity, look at that Ash.
Okay, they're gonna go for the fight. Leslie falls down. I mean, not the Leslie, but the Boxer gonna get the kill there. Turtle as well. What? Oh, no. Xbox, Lantern Player, Slither of HP, but Fedrin will be sustaining at this point. That's a 3v1 situation. Fedrin gonna go for the taunt out of the Boxer, but I don't think you're gonna take him down. Cloud being used there. Angela can come in for the fight. She was the one getting down first into the team fight. Score is kind of not same. It's 2-1. But Turtle, big secure, glorious pathway comes into the way. That's a beautiful last insanity. He might gonna take 2. Okay, couple now. Yeah, it's a couple. Angela, Fedrin, both goes down. Yo-yo, please being used here. CC gonna get into the track. Lantern Flare, taunt comes in as well. Benches popped up. She's gonna get a lot of stumble here with that Lantern Flare, and she might get taken out. She's trying to get some reason with that yo-yo, please, and that's what makes her save from the scene, and she'll be back into the base to get some HP.
A lot of revenge plays happening right here now that there is a pressure building up at the bottom as well. Team will have to make sure that Doofy as well as Razor will have to farm very, very safely. It's just 4 minutes into the game. The team will be looking forward to one more fight right before the total. 40 seconds for that. Minjay jumps in. Razor thus gets spotted out, but he knows that his critical damage is too much. Minjay taken down, and Baksha did not come in at the right time. Faving Dave is right on point, but Bellion though loses up that gold crab. That means it is problematic since hero is already at a level 7. Well, Bellion is struggling to pick up those creeps to himself.
Razor, that's what Leslie is doing right now. He is literally immaculating a lot of damage out of the Bruno. Playing the winning lane there. Appraiser's Ray, 3v1 situation. Follow from the Chusha with the Crimson Bacon. From the behind, we're going to see the last is coming his way. Splin happened out of the Angela. Flipping Dave falls down as well. But look at that. The Faraga armor is not yet. Yo-Yo Blaze, curtain call. Slin happened onto Weaver. And that will be enough. Duffy is still getting taunted by the Leslie. Razor is getting struggled there. But Sita just falls down without that Faraga armor. That goes for the invade. he managed to take out the blue buff.
Definitely. Let's see though. Elite Esports as well as Almost Pros make this score equalized, making sure to have the gold as well. And as for the gold, it is Almost Pros with a 200 gold gap. It's fine, it's manageable. It's just closing down, but it will kind of increase when the total is gone down. Let's see, Minjay though gets the short hand as of now because Razor is actually bursting on. And on top of that, let's not forget for Berserker Fury did get buffed up, so that should be her first items into her hands. But Razor killing spree. Will they be going in for more? Because Razor is unstoppable as of now.
Is getting the crit, man, and that's might be a total retribution. You don't have a chance to be into the pit as well, so now that's a retaliation from the Bakshi. And look at that. If they're gonna go for the engage here, that's a hard guard coming in from the Angela. It's a lot of stun onto the Bakshia. That's a ton onto the Doffy as well. Let's see if Minjay can do something at Freezer's Wraith. Missed it out. Lantern player from the behind. Glorious Father comes out of the way as well as the Xbox Last Insanity. But beautiful escape with a flicker from the Valir. The goes back into the safer side. But look at it. Onto the top. It's a 1v1 situation. Hard guard once again coming in. Bakshia versus Leslie. She's still surviving with that reason coming in. She will be taking out the Bakshia. Can you just believe it? The crit is so high right now. Even she got the Sky Piercers. She will be the one literally eliminating a Bakshia, man. That's a heavy amount of damage from her. Like, I believe that was the heal from the Angela, but still taking down a Bakshia. Bullseye! Sniped it down for a kill there. Now you're gonna see that taunt coming in. Valir with the constant poke down. That praises straight out of the Ghost.
Ghost is just trying to Razor though. Will he be able to get a kill? That's quite high possible with Sky Piercer, but Failing Dev is actually having problems right there with how the team Almost Pros are moving around. They are just quite aggressive. They are not giving any space for their enemies to make anything right there. They are actually making sure to capitalize every single mistake right there, but at the same time, mid lane that's not looking good. Failing Dev trying to clear the lanes as quickly as possible, and this is also a reason why you tend to pick up a Eve or even something as a tanky, I mean not a tanky, but a proper slow hero. Even a Lilia or even a Valir could have been it as the pick right here, that too against the Bakshia. The Bakshia though is just someone who can support, who can just give out the anti-heal into
Deep fight.
That into the team. Maybe the concussive blast might be substantial amount of damage that is there, but crazy. We will have to see. Razor this time around will be, I mean, Almost Pros are having that advantage. I feel like they will be easily going for the Lord next.
Crazy it is, of course. The Razor's damage right now from the behind Glorious Pathway, but it will just get busted down from the resources. It was not actually a proper engage. Look at the taunts from the Fedrin. Gonna go for a structure in the bot. They grabbed it onto the top. My fault. Now, you need the Lord, man. If you want to go for the engage, you need the Lord. And still, somewhat, I'll say, Team LED Esports, they're good with the structures. The mid is totally standing strong, so we haven't taken a single turret from the mid. So I have a lot of time to get infiltrate the base. They don't have a time, so they might gonna, trade it out with some Lord, some structures. That's what the plan is for. Putting the lane pressure. Just like the last game, we saw the same thing from Velocity Esports, but now engage. Not a proper one, it's just the holy Glorious Pathway being used here.
Okay. Look at them. Elite Esports are really falling behind onto the gold, onto the neutral objectives as well. Lasting Insanity jumps in for Razor. Razor thus gets the hard card as the savior. Will she be able to? Not quite sure why did she open up her ultimate at the very wrong moment. Zeng though will be falling down as well. That's where the side of Team Almost Pros are slipping up. That kind of a gameplay will be costing them, since they are the ones with an absolute good number of the kills under their hands, and they just lost their DPS. So now the Lord will be victory and priority for the side of Team Elite Esports.
I'm really not happy with this, Pitchy, because you had a chance to actually immaculate this lord with a lot of turrets and a lot of zone, proper zone, but you literally missed it out because of your silly engage, I'll say. That's not actually a good engage from team Almost Pros, but look at it. Minions are doing their work. Mega Minions entering in. Got the tier 1 into the mid. Now might gonna take the tier 2 as well. Holy Shield still standing strong. Get off with this Mega Minions marching in as well. But still, they're trying to defend it up at any cost. But what just happened? That's the beauty of Rage's damage here with that Leslie. Managed to take down the kill there. Holy Shield popped out. Suddenly the wind shifts here. 2 of the Holy Shield being taken out here. Yo-Yo, please enter the front. You're gonna go a little bit inside the map, inside the, zone of Team Elite Esports. They are somehow managing to defend it up. They succeeded defending this slot in this game number 3.
That is true. What a good amount of damage that is into their hands as well. They managed to get it on as quickly as possible. But hey, the turrets are still in danger. Bottom lane, they are Team Almost Pros are really trying to push it up, but it is just not it for now. Wistia will be falling down. Bellion taking out too much damage. Eraser going in for Minjay, but he's just waiting it out so that he doesn't get caught. But Hero gets it on. There's a praise Brad getting a very good kill, but the revenge kills are right on point. The Flask of Voices really saved up Angela, but as of now, bottom turret already blown off.
You're gonna try to defend it up, but I don't feel so because the minions are still marching in. Yo-Yo, please, hard guard, everything out of the mark, as well as the Lantern Flare. That's a kill out of the CC. They're gonna retaliate back into the base, and this is not at all a good time. You're down. The Lord is up. They have a chance to grab it. The Retreat Holder is back into the game. Glorious Pathway slowing down the Valyria. Gonna get the Flicker out. Last Insanity. It might take it out the Valyria, but look at that sustain. No! That's a nasty blow. But immediately gonna take the revenge with a double kill from Leslie. Gonna go for a triple at this moment. Look at the damage coming in. But it's a high loss. It does have sustain here. Penetration circle, that's a triple for the Leslie. Converted into a killing spree because of the time being, but it's actually a triple, man.
Let's see what would the question arise given the fact that Bellion as well as Zenk are immobilizing the hero, giving up a taunt Razor. It is his time to jump in. Look at that, Bellion jumps in, little thinking even Razor would be doing the same, but Razor being Razor, he knows the Lord is up and this is not a good time. He's just trying to pick up something right there, not quite sure. That should not be the positioning. Even the ultimate flickering out of the way. She's looking quite low, and yeah, Razor will be taken down. Hero jumps in. Retribution banner. It goes into the hands of Mari Biscuit. The last hit was right there. Doofy looking quite low. Razor's Wrath goes into his. Even though the Zenk is trying to heal up, it's not working out very well just because of the Berkshire's ultimate. Minjay taking the front lead, trying to soak up the damage. Will he be able to do something right here? Because the slows is much important. But Curse Nova takes up a kill. Minjay is right there. Mid lane taken down. That's a very good way for Doofy. Minjay looking quite low. His team, he has to go back. But why is he there trying to, take away the creeps?
Okay. I mean, Doofy at the time was not really into the team fight. He was trying to immaculate some trades out of the structures for Minjay's sacrifice. But right now, the Lord marching out to the top. You don't have the minion wave synced yet. So that might be giving a little bit of chance to the side of Elite Esports to actually defend the slot as easy as possible. But at the same time, you need to be more clear about it with their execution part, because they have a lot of crowd control. The Fedrin, the Valir, you can also talk about the CC as well. So all these things, when comes in with a proper combination, it really gives a lot of taunts. Look at it, taunting out that Berkshire here. Does have the hard guard to go in for the sustain. He is acting like a frontliner. He's doing his job so relentlessly good at this moment. He's spring trapping down into the 4 members. Gonna go back with the blink there. Last Insanity being used here. A lot of resources bought down. Big ones, I'll say. Top being cleared. That's a hard God's turn might comes up. And that's a kill from the Leslie. Gonna take out the high loss. Minions marching onto the mid. Mid is yet to get cleared. And it will get shattered there. They open the Nexus from 2 sides. Mid as well as top. It might gonna try for the final push, Pishy.
Oh, let's see. What is it going to be? The lasting insanity is clearing out the minions, but Berlin does catch a chunk of his HP taken down. Oh my goodness, Fairing Dave is really having a good time with his setups, but the team is lacking the damage. He falls down into the hands of Razor. Razor looking low as well. Doofy jumps in, takes away the kill, but there's a shutdown. The Bakshia is off. Vistia with the flicker. He's trying to get away, but his, Firaga armor is getting bursted down as well. There's no Razor. That means the team will be having problems to end the crystal as well. But Bellion still trying to take down a lot of damage right there. Zenk finally gets a kill right there. Vestia as well as Doofy. My goodness, the Appraiser's Wrath is just on point. And with that, almost pros with 22 kills onto their hands gets a game.
2 games and 2 of the clean sweep, I'll say, because it's on the base, guys. It's always onto the base, and this time it is Leslie into the goal lane. Razor with it, 12-4-1. So do Curse Nova went for that. CC really works so well as for the setup team. Almost pros. Start was so good by Team Elite Esports, but they couldn't manage to, bring it up into the late phase as well. Okay. It's just a Scream. I hope you guys gonna make your comeback with a proper win, with a proper banger in the next weekly Scream class at Algambo Esports. But for now, we'll be taking a short break. Me, Ash, and Pichi will be taking this short break from this weekly Scream class of Algambo Esports. You guys stay tuned with us, like the stream, share the stream, and comment down whom you're supporting, because we'll be coming back after 2 minutes, bringing you the last game of the night.
I see. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap. The strong rise. The weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me. I see desperation. I come to crush my enemies. I reap the strong rise, the weak crumble. My will is absolute. The abyss shall kneel. Gaze upon me. Become me.
Well,
hello.
let's go.
Let's go. चलो पीछे आप इंट्रो दे दीजिए.
Let's go. Yes, sir. चलिए आज हम आए हैं मोबा वॉर्मअप क्लास सीरीज में, जहां पर टीम्स लड़ेगी, ट्राई करेगी जीतने को, और मे भी कुछ नया भी ट्राई करेगी, क्योंकि लास्ट बार हमने जैसे देखा कि हमें एंजेला देखने मिला. इसी के साथ मैं आपका कास्टर पीची, एंड मेरे साथ आज बने होंगे शिनरा, जो एश टीजी का कॉस्प्ले कर रहे. कोई बात नहीं, वो चेंज हो जाएगा. एंड इसी के साथ शिनरा, आप कैसे हो आज?
जी बिल्कुल, मैं एकदम बढ़िया हूँ पीछे. और इसी के साथ जिस तरीके का अब देखा जाए ना, स्क्रीन से भी टीम थोड़ी ज्यादा पार्टिसिपेट करने लगी, वो भी जाके देखने को अच्छा लग रहा है. और थोड़ी सी मैं कहूंगा सीरियसनेस आने की जरूरत है टीम्स के बीच में, क्योंकि अब बहुत जल्दी ये सब चीजें ना रिफॉर्म होने वाली है. बहुत ही जल्दी एक सिस्टम आएगा जहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे जो रूल्स है वो सब फॉलो करने पड़ेंगे, उस हिसाब से आपको ढलना पड़ेगा और वो समय अब यहाँ पे आ चुका है। स्क्रीन्स में आके एक्सपेरिमेंट करना, आपका लाइनअप टेस्ट अप करना, आगे के लिए रेडी होना, इससे अच्छा मौका आपको कहीं और नहीं मिलेगा और इससे बढ़िया मैं कहूँगा प्लेटफ़ॉर्म आपको कहीं और नहीं मिलेगा, जो आपको ये सब कराने में हेल्प करवाया जाएगा। वन एंड ओनली यहाँ पे रहने वाले नेलगामो ई स्पोर्ट्स जहाँ करवाते हैं वीकली स्क्रीम्स ताकि आप सभी को मौका मिले ऐसे ही स्क्रीम्स के अंदर घुसने का, आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिले कि टूर्नामेंट मैचेस आखिर किस तरीके से होते हैं। बात करते हैं यहाँ पे बैंड्स के बारे में पीछे, एक तरफ रहने वाली यहाँ पे ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स वर्सेस ARX ई स्पोर्ट्स, उनकी तरफ से देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या क्या पिक्स और बैंड्स में आते हुए दिखेंगे। काफी इंटरेस्टिंग बैंस यहाँ पे आते हुए दिख रहे हैं। हिरारा यहाँ पे बैन किया गया, उसके साथ साथ एलिस यहाँ पे बैन किया जाएगा, जूशिन को बैन कर दिया गया है। दूसरी साइड बात करें तो वैलेंटीना, ग्लू और उसके साथ साथ कूफरा, काफी इंटरेस्टिंग बैन ARX की तरफ से यहाँ पे हमें देखने को मिल रहा है। कूफरा बैन आया तो आई थिंक या तो कोई डैश हीरोज यहाँ पे आने वाले हैं, लैंसलॉट, चाओ, ऐसे हीरोज के बहुत सारे जो ऑप्शन आपके पास खुल जाते हैं जब भी हम कूफरा बैन देखते हैं तो।
डेफिनेटली अनहैरिड का भी एक चांसेस है, बट अगर खोफरा बैन किया है तो व्हाई नॉट फोवियस एज वेल, क्योंकि ये देखिए फोवियस पिक आ ही चुका है फर्स्ट में ही। माना जाता है कि लैंसलॉट का भी काइंड ऑफ अ काउंटर है, बट लैंसलॉट इनसे बच के निकलने का भी चांस है, बट वे भी 1v1 जाएंगे तो वहां पर खतरा बढ़ते ही जाएगा लैंसलॉट के लिए, नॉट फॉर द फोवियस। सो देखते हैं यहाँ पर गेम प्ले कैसी होगी यहाँ पर टीम ARX esports के लिए भी। बट ARX esports थोड़ा बहुत नए है, एज इन दिस इज लाइक द फर्स्ट फ्यू टाइम्स आई एम सीइंग देम राइट हियर, तो देखते हैं आज कैसे परफॉर्म करेगी। बट एज फॉर ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स, मुझे अभी भी याद है, आई थिंक टॉप 8 तक पहुंचे थे हमारे अल्गाम्बो के टूर्नामेंट्स में, तो काइंड ऑफ हैप्पी टू सी देम बैक अगेन ऑन टू द प्रैक्टिस। सो विद दैट ड्राफ्ट पकीटो, पकीटो गोल्ड लेनर होने वाला है यहाँ पर।
पकीटो गोल्ड लेनर काफी इंटरेस्टिंग चॉइस है, काफी बुल चॉइस है, बिल्कुल चल सकता है गोल्ड लेन पे, लेकिन आपको थोड़ा संभल के रहना पड़ेगा कि आपके सामने पेट्रिक्स है। आप जरूर उसको बर्स्ट डैमेज से शट डाउन दे सकते हैं। अर्ली गेम पे बात करें पकीटो की बर्स्ट यहाँ पे सस्टेन भी काफी अच्छी तरीके से कर जाते हैं पीछे, और आज मैं पकीतो यहाँ पे खेल नहीं रहता और मेरे अगेंस्ट में फोवियस था, तो फोवियस वर्सेस पकीतो चल रहा था, लेकिन फिर भी पकीतो इतना अच्छा अभी मैचअप पे चल रहा है, इतने बेहतरीन तरीके से बफ हुआ है कि वो मैं कहूंगा फोवियस को भी अच्छी खासी टक्कर दे रहा था, जो उनका काउंटर है, और इजीली मैं 1v1 कर रहा था उनसे और इजीली उनको डिफीट कर दे रहा था उस हीरोज को। तो यहाँ पे तो इस बात का आपको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि पकीतो बहुत ज्यादा एक डेंजरस हीरो है। अगर इसको स्नोबॉल मिलता है, और इवन स्नोबॉल नहीं भी मिलता है, लेट गेम में भी ये एक बीस्ट है। स्नोबॉल की बात करें यहाँ पे, और दूसरी तरफ स्प्लिट पुश की बात करें तो वो भी अभी अच्छा खासा बफ मिला है, क्योंकि मिनियंस के ऊपर भी आपको एक्स्ट्रा डैमेज यहाँ पे मिल जाता है इनहैंस स्किल यूज करने पे, तो और उससे ज्यादा आपको चाहिए क्या। इवन शील्ड भी अब आपको मिनियंस के थ्रू मिल जाता है, तो ये भी बहुत अच्छी बात रहती है कि इनहैंस फर्स्ट स्किल अगर आप लगाते हो तो तब आपको भी इजीली जो है शील्ड वगैरह भी मिलेगा, जिसके कारण आप वो फाइट जो है ज्यादा देर तक सर्वाइव कर पाओगे। चलिए फिर बैन की बात करते हैं। मिनोटॉर यहाँ पे बैन होते हुए दिखी नहीं गई। दूसरी साइड की बात करें तो यहाँ पे वलेर बैन हुए, और उसके साथ साथ अपनी जो फिनिक्स ऑफ द फ्यूरी मारती है, जो विजन वगैरह प्रोवाइड करती है, यानी कि जेथियन, उस मेज को भी यहाँ पे बैन किया जाएगा। काफी इंटरेस्टिंग बैन, 2 मेज के ऊपर यहाँ पे आप बोल सकते हैं कि टीम ARX जो है वो थोड़ा सा कहीं ना कहीं फोर्स करवा रही है ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स, ताकि उनकी जो ओपनिंग है ना हीरोज की, हीरो पूल की, वो थोड़ी कम हो सके। और चलिए उसी के साथ 3-3 पिक पूरे हो चुके हैं। बैन्स की बात करें, आखिरी बैन भी आ चुका है, यहाँ पे एटलस बैन आता हुआ हमें दिखेगा, और उसी के साथ जेतियन पिक हुई है। जेतियन बैन नहीं हुए थे, वहां पे एटलस बैन हुए थे, तो ये अच्छी चॉइस रहेगी आपके पास कि आपने जेतियन उठाया, लेन क्लियरिंग अब आपका अच्छी तरीके से हो जाएगा। लेकिन दूसरी साइड की बात करें, ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स है, वो काफी अच्छी तरीके से मैं कहूंगा उनका बैलेंस आउट कर रही है, डैमेज के साथ साथ उनका जो आउटपुट है वो बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से निकलता हुआ आएगा। और आई थिंक बहुत फाइट बेस्ड जो टीम है ना, वो हमें जाती हुई दिख रही है, क्योंकि इधर की साइड से अभी गुरनीवर का पिक आता हुआ दिख रहा है, तो गुरनीवर में भी शायद यहाँ पे रोम आती हुई दिखेगी हमको।
अभी चांसेस तो ज्यादा है, एंड इसी के साथ चलिए देखते हैं कौन सी टीम कौन सी जीतेगी। ड्राफ्ट काफी बढ़िया था, दोनों साइड से काफी अच्छे तरह से हमें देखने मिले पिक्स, बट मोबा 5v5 होके ये ओनली एक जन ही जीत सकते हैं। तो आज देखना पड़ेगा किसकी जीत होगी, बट उसके ऊपर से तो प्रैक्टिस है, प्रैक्टिस है यहाँ पर। कुछ नया ट्राई करेंगे तो काफी अच्छा होगा, बट कोई बात नहीं, इवन जो हीरोज हमें पता है उसको भी प्रैक्टिस चाहिए होती है। इसी के साथ चलिए लैंड ऑफ डॉन की तरह।
जी बिल्कुल, लैंड ऑफ जॉन, यहाँ पे आप सभी का स्वागत होता हुआ देवियों सज्जनों। और इस मैच के लिए भी टीम जो है रेडी होती हुई दिखेगी, और उसी के साथ हमें जो है न्यू रोटेशन के साथ जंगलें यहाँ पे होती हुई दिखेगी। और ये अभी बात की जाए तो क्रीप्स अब सेम अमाउंट ऑफ EXP देते हैं, जिसके कारण आप लेवल 2 जल्दी से हो जाएंगे। आपके पास स्किल जो है स्पैम करने का मौका आपको अच्छी तरीके से मिलेगा लेवल 2 पे। तो उसके साथ साथ एक और फायदा ये रहता है पीछे कि आप जब बफ जो है थोड़ा लेट स्टार्ट करते हैं ना, तो अगर टाइटल की बात करें या उससे पहले की जो फाइट्स रहते हैं ना, उस पे जो बफ है आपके पास सिर्फ ज्यादा देर तक रहता है। तो ब्लू बफ यहाँ पे लेते हुए भी दिखेंगे, उसके लिए थोड़ा सा विजन यहाँ पे प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा। वाइसेस की बात करें तो मेटा पे इतने अच्छे अभी तरीके से नहीं है, लेकिन चल जाते हैं। अगर उनको अच्छी तरीके से फार्म मिल जाए, वो अर्ली गेम पे स्नोबॉल मिल जाए, तो बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से चल जाते हैं, आउट फार्म कर सकते हैं। अभी भी मैं कहूंगा वन ऑफ दी ऐसे हीरो में से हैं वो जो बहुत जल्दी फार्म कर सकते हैं। और इस मेटा पे आपको बहुत जल्दी अगर आप फार्म करते हो तो आपको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से रिवॉर्ड भी मिलेगा। पहले लेवल 4 होकर टर्टल फाइट ली जाती थी, और अब नए रोटेशन के साथ आप टर्टल फाइट से पहले ना लेवल 5 भी हो सकते हैं यहाँ पे।
That's true. देखते हैं यहाँ पर अभी फर्स्ट टर्टल पे क्या होने वाला है। 25 सेकंड्स अभी भी बाकी है, बट वाइस जैसे हीरो है तो उन्हें फार्म अप जल्दी करना पड़ेगा, दैट टू स्पेशली अगेंस्ट ए लियोमॉर्ड। डक जो है यहाँ पर काफी इरिटेटेड हो चुके हैं, क्योंकि जो हमारे गुइनेवेर है बार बार यहाँ पर आके परेशान कर रहे। सो चलिए देखते हैं टीम्स क्या करेगी। फर्स्ट ब्लड अभी तक नहीं निकला, तो मे बी टर्टल के अराउंड हमें देखने मिलेगा।
जी बिल्कुल, कोशिश यहाँ पे वही होती हुई दिखी। देखिए यहाँ पे आएगा माउंटेन शकर का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, दिक्कत में पड़ सकते हैं। सोरा फ्लिकर का इस्तेमाल करते हुए बचते हुए निकलेंगे, लेकिन वो फर्स्ट ब्लड आता हुआ दिखेगा टीम टू स्टिक पैराडॉक्स की तरफ से, और उसी के साथ उनका खाता जो है वो खुल चुका है। कैटल फाइट अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं हुई है पीछे, और ये बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहने वाला है। लियो मोड यहाँ पे फार्म होते हुए दिखेंगे, उनको प्यार होता हुआ दिखेगा। स्पेशल माइग्रेशन आएगा पीछे से, यहाँ पे बैकअप आता हुआ दिखेगा, और उसी के साथ फोबियस एक और खेल उनकी झोली में जाता हुआ। और ये देखिए यहाँ पे प्रहार होता हुआ सीधा। इस समय टीम क्रिस्टे पैराडॉक्स, उनको मेटा पूरी तरीके से मैं कहूंगा अपने कंट्रोल में है। उनको पता है कि यहाँ पे किसके ऊपर अटैक करना है, और गुनिवर यूटिलिटी होने का पूर्ण रूप से फायदा उठा रही है। हर एक पल पल का जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है ना, वो उनके पास रहने वाला है। और देखिए वॉल लगाते हुए ग्रॉक का एक प्रयास मैं कहूंगा काफी अच्छा, वो टरेट बचाने का या वो बफ बचाने का, लेकिन उनको दिक्कत का सामना करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि यहाँ से डैमेज आता दिखेगा। सोरा आएंगे जरूर, डैमेज देते दिखे हैं। लियोमॉर्ज दिक्कत में पड़ सकते हैं, अंदर की तरफ गए, ओवर एक्सटेंड हुआ, जिसके कारण आप दिक्कत में पड़ गए, और यहाँ से आपने अपना किल जो है वो दे बैठा। अब प्रेशर की बात करें तो वो बहुत ही ज्यादा अपने टीम यहाँ पे एयरएक्स ई स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ बढ़ा दिया है, जिसके कारण अब उनको बैक ऑफ होना पड़ेगा और उनको फार्म करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि फार्म की आवश्यकता अभी बहुत ज्यादा रहने वाली है पीछे इस गेम में। और जो टीम के पास ज्यादा फार्म रहेगा ना, वो ऑलमोस्ट वही जो है यहाँ पे डोमिनेट करती देखिएगा। एनिमेशन की बात करें तो यहाँ पे देखिए थंडर बेल्ट फोबियस का ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट हो चुका है।
यस सर, यहाँ पर अभी एक छोटा सा और गैंग अभी बाकी है, बट इसके पहले यहाँ पर चलिए देखते हैं ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स कंप्लीट डोमिनेशन अर्ली गेम में। यहाँ पर काइल को क्या यहाँ पर फार्म देने मिलेगा या नहीं। इसी के साथ सोसो जो है काफी अग्रेसिव, ये देखिए
जी बिल्कुल। और ये देखिए यहाँ पे अटैक आता हुआ दिखेगा। टावर के अंदर दिक्कत हो सकती है, ब्लियरेंस का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा। और देखिए लूनॉफ वहां पे कड़ी थोड़ा बेट आउट कराना चाहती हैं, कुछ सैक्रिफाइस होंगी, लेकिन एक किल उनको जरूर मिलेगा वहां पे मैच का। और ये देखिए पकीतो आएंगे, फ्लिकर का इस्तेमाल, लेकिन यहाँ पे मिस किया। स्पेशल माइग्रेशन आएगा पीछे, फिनिश ऑफ करेंगे यहाँ पे वाइसेस, और पूर्ण रूप से अपनी गलतियों को बदला और उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी में बदलते हुए एक और किल उनको मिलेगा। उसी के साथ उनको बैक ऑफ होना पड़ेगा। वो गोल्ड का वो टावर बहुत ही ज्यादा मैं कहूंगा आवश्यक रहेगा वाईएसएस के लिए, और फार्म डिफरेंस अब धीरे धीरे और बनने लगा। लेवल गैप की बात करें, आप ऑलरेडी देख लिए एक लेवल गैप आ चुका है, यहाँ पे थोड़ी सी दिक्कत हो सकती है। और उसी के साथ पकीतो अकेले पकड़े गए यहाँ पे 3 बंदों के बीच में। उसी से इतना ज्यादा था कि वो ज्यादा रिएक्ट नहीं कर पाए, जिसके कारण उनको फिनिश ऑफ कर दिया जाएगा। और अभी देखिए यहाँ पे चर्चा लेने के लिए जो टीम है वो आती हुई दिखेगी, और यहाँ पे टटल का जो प्रयास है वो लिया जाएगा और बहुत ही इजीली यहाँ पे ले लिया जाएगा। दूसरी साइड की बात करें, थोड़ा सा वो जो गैप है ना वो कवर करने के लिए उनका रेड बफ जरूर लेते हुए देखेंगे लियोमॉट, एक अच्छी कोशिश। लेकिन अभी पीछे जंगल पैच पे क्या हो गया, अगर आप एक बफ लेके भी चले जाते ना तब भी इतना ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो जो है एक छोटे से जो क्रीप्स है ना उससे सेम लेवल एक्सपी ले सकते हैं। तो आप सिर्फ बफ ही लेके जा सकते हो, उससे ज्यादा कुछ फर्क पड़ने वाला है नहीं। लेकिन यहाँ पे देखना पड़ेगा स्पेशल मैच आएंगे जा चुकी है। यहाँ देखिए लियोमॉट यहाँ पे आएंगे, उनकी तरफ से एक बढ़िया खेल और यहाँ पे पकीतों को धाराशायी किया जाएगा। पीछे यहाँ पे सोसो वो भी धाराशायी होंगे, वायरसेस आएंगे, माउंटर शॉकर का इस्तेमाल, लेकिन वो बहुत ज्यादा लेट हो चुके हैं अपनी टीम के लिए और जिसके कारण उनके टीममेट्स में 3 बंदे धाराशायी हो गए हैं। थोड़ी सी दिक्कत हुई, थोड़ा सा आपने ओवर एक्सटेंड किया, ऑफ गार्ड आपको पकड़ा और यहाँ से ARX Esports वो भी दिखा रही है कि वो भी पीछे हटने वाली नहीं है, वो भी वन साइडेड डोमिनेशन खा के नहीं जाएगी, कुछ ना कुछ रिटेलिएशन वो अपने साइड से जरूर दिखाएगी और यहाँ पे सक्सेसफुली जो है यहाँ पे दिखाती हुई जा रही है।
ओके, ARX Esports यहाँ पर कुछ तो मिला उन्हें भी, 0 से 5 करवा दिए, पैसिव निकल गया यहाँ पर जेटियन का, उन्हें काफी ज्यादा सेफ खेलना पड़ेगा। एंड इसी बात पे काइल को मिल चुका है ब्लेड ऑफ डिस्पेयर, काफी महंगा आइटम है यहाँ पर MLBB में एंड उसी के साथ उनका डैमेज भी बढ़ जाएगा। बट टीम्स अभी टॉप लेन पे काफी ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंगली खेल रही है। लियोमॉर्ड अटके हुए, वो भी यूनिवर्स के अल्टीमेट में, बट सोरा काफी लो निकाला गया। किलिंग स्प्री होकाई के हाथ पे, फिर भी 1 for 1 ट्रेंड करके निकल जाएंगे टीम ARX Esports। सो जंप करते हुए उन्हें एक छोटा सा उन्हें पता है कि यहाँ पर चांस है, बट नो YSS दोनों के दोनों रेट्रीब्यूशन मारते हुए क्या यहाँ पर डक को किल मिलेगी। जी हाँ, डक को किल मिल चुका है और एक डबल किल में भी मे बी, बट हमारे जो होकाई है काफी अग्रेसिव, वो भी ग्रॉक के ऊपर।
तो बिल्कुल उनको बच के निकलना पड़ेगा, कोशिश ये रहने वाली, लेकिन मौका नहीं दिया जाएगा। अब यहाँ से गलतियां साबित होती हुई दिखेगी, वो स्पाइक दूसरी साइड पे जाता हुआ दिखेगा और ग्रॉक यहाँ पे धाराशायी होंगे। वो टावर का डैमेज उनको पड़ा जिसके कारण वो यहाँ पे जाएंगे रिगल्स की तरफ और देखिए यहाँ पे आते हुए दिखेंगे पीछे से बिलियंस का इस्तेमाल करते हुए मेज बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से जो है गेम को थोड़ा सा चेंज करती हुई दिखी है। ब्लू यहाँ पे जो थे वो रहने वाले थे और उसी के साथ इसी तरह बात करें सोरा, उनकी तरफ से भी ना सेट मेकर सोरा यहाँ पे हैं, अच्छे खासा टैंकी फॉर्म में जा सकते हैं 15 क्लाउड का इस्तेमाल करते हुए। हमने देखा है कि कितने बेहतरीन तरीके से वो सेट लगाते हुए जाते, जिसके कारण जो टीम फाइट है वन साइडेड नहीं हुई है। दूसरी साइड पे देखना पड़ेगा, स्पेशल माइग्रेशन आता हुआ दिखेगा, अल्टीमेट का इस्तेमाल होता हुआ जाता हुआ जाएगा और उसी के साथ गोजिटा को यहाँ पे खत्म कर दिया जाएगा। पीछे से डैमेज आता दिखेगा, ब्लू अप लेने का प्रयास किया जाएगा, लेकिन लियोमॉड यहाँ पे फैंटम स्टीव लगाते हुए दिखेंगे और अपना ब्लू बफ जो है वो सिक्योर कर लेंगे और टीम को जो यहाँ पे पीछे आना पड़ेगा। ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स काफी ज्यादा मैं कहूंगा यहाँ पे एक्सपेरिमेंटल आप बोल सकते हैं कि ड्राफ्ट के साथ गई है और वो उनके लिए वर्क भी कर रहा है, पर थोड़ी सी दिक्कत हो सकती है कि टैंकीनेस जो है ना वो इतनी ज्यादा नहीं है अभी, क्योंकि टैंकीनेस जो है आपकी थोड़ी सी लेट गेम आएगी जब आपके पास एडमिशन बनेंगे। लेकिन यहाँ पे देखना पड़ेगा लूनॉक्स बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से खेल रही है इस समय, वो डैमेज उनकी तरफ से आ रहा है लेकिन उनका ब्रिलियंस यहाँ पे यूज हो गया, जिसके कारण लियोमॉड यहाँ पे आएंगे और उनको फिनिश ऑफ करेंगे। मौके का फायदा उठाया, उसी के साथ स्पेशल माइग्रेशन आता हुआ देख सकता है, कोशिश रहने वाली, लेकिन लियोमॉड बहुत ज्यादा टैंकीनेस वो कैरी करते हुए जा रहे हैं अपनी साइड से। और ये देखिए एक और किल यहाँ पे मिल सकता है, जिबिल को ट्रिपल किल मिलेगा और इस समय ये लियोमॉड छा रखे हैं फ्रॉम ARX Esports और उसी की तरफ से यहाँ पे डक बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीके से खेल रहे हैं और जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज है ना उसको ग्रैब कर रहे हैं, अपनी टीम को विजय की तरफ ले जाते हुए। वन साइडेड बोल सकते हैं कि एक तरीके से कि अब वो अपनी टीम के पिलर बन चुके हैं जो कैरी कर रहे हैं गेम को, बस उनको संभल के चलना है, इस लीड को मेंटेन करते हुए चलना है। बाकी तो दिक्कत का सामना उनको करना पड़ सकता है, फ्लिकर फोर्स आउट कराया जाएगा और ये देखिए दिक्कत का सामना दोबारा से होता हुआ दिखेगा, ब्रिलियंस यहाँ पे इस्तेमाल कर दिया जाएगा मेज का, तो आपके पास ऑप्शन अब थोड़ी सी दिक्कत हो सकती है। वो एक्सपेरिमेंटल बिल्ड्स आपको अब दिख रहे होंगे और यही एक रीजन रहता है कि आपको क्यों एक अच्छा टैंक की जरूरत होती है। और टैंक सिर्फ सीसी नहीं देता है, टैंक बहुत सारा डैमेज ऑब्जॉर्ब करता है, बहुत सारी यूटिलिटी जो है वो वेस्ट आउट करवा देता है, वो बेट आउट करवा देता है, जिसके कारण आपकी टीम को अलग से जो है अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है। अब देखा जाए ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स, उनके पास वो मौका जरूर है। देखिए और लेकिन एग्जीक्यूशन जो है ना उस चीज के ऊपर भी बहुत ज्यादा डिपेंड करता है। देखिए यहाँ पे आइसोलेट कर दिया जाएगा, पकी तो किसी भी तरीके से बचने का प्रयास जरूर करेंगे लेकिन वो बच नहीं पाएंगे क्योंकि 4 बंदों का पुश एक तरफ आएगा और वो रोटेशन जिसके कारण उनको यहाँ पे धराशायी होना पड़ेगा। दूसरी साइड भी देखा जाए तो टॉप लेन उनका जो है जाता हुआ दिखेगा और होली शील्ड वहां पे बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से ही गया। एक बार नोटिस करेंगे आप पीछे की सिर्फ एक ही मिनियन वहां पे गया था, बैक लेन का जो मिनियंस था वो आ रहे थे जिस समय सिर्फ एक ही मिलियन जो मिनियंस था उनके ऊपर होली शील्ड का जो असर हुआ जिसके कारण वो मिनियन खत्म हुआ, लेकिन पीछे की जो लेन्स थी ना वो सही सलामत रही। अब लॉर्ड आने लेने की बारी आ चुकी है और लॉर्ड के लिए जो टीम है यहाँ पे फाइट होती हुई दिखेगी, लेकिन उससे पहले लेन्स को आपको सेटअप करना पड़ेगा।
चलिए देखते हैं, मिड लेन्स यहाँ पर है नहीं फॉर सारो टीम ARX Esports लॉर्ड के तरफ आगे बढ़ते हुए। क्या यहाँ पर उन्हें लॉर्ड मिलेगा, यानी रेट्रिब्यूशन डक घुस सकते हैं रेट्रिब्यूशन के साथ, बट एक बात है कि काफी ज्यादा क्राउड कंट्रोल है यहाँ पर, इतना ज्यादा क्राउड कंट्रोल है कि अगर यहाँ पर ग्रॉक अच्छा सेटअप देंगे तो ही पॉसिबल है, तो उन्हें अपना अल्ट बचाना पड़ेगा। प्लस उसी के साथ यहाँ पर देखिए टीम ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स घुसते हुए, यहाँ पर हॉकाई का फ्लिकर हो जाता है, बट जो क्रैबी पैटी है उनके अल्टीमेट के वजह से उधर एक किल मिल चुका है। 4v5 सिचुएशन बन चुका है टीम ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स के हाथ में, बट ओह माय गुडनेस यहाँ पर एक ब्लू सिल्विया काफी गलत पोजीशन में अटके हुए, काइल डबल किल लेते हुए, ट्रिपल में भी नहीं, एंड इसी के साथ 3 जन वहां पर गायब। मिड लेन एंटर करते हुए टीम ARX Esports आर डेफिनेटली मेकिंग अ गुड कमबैक।
जी बिल्कुल, उनके पास वो एडवांटेज है, उनके पास जो ड्राफ्ट है ना बेसिकली उनके फेवर पे जा रहा है। उनके पास जंगलर ऐसा है जो बहुत ज्यादा डैमेज जो है सोकअप कर सकता है, टीम फाइट को एक्सटेंड करते हुए जा सकता है। वायसस जरूर बहुत अच्छा हीरोज है, आप एनिमी को आउटफार्म कर सकते हैं, लेकिन एक पल तक सामने वाली एनिमी टीम का जब यहाँ पे स्पाइक आएगा तो आपको बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत होगी। देखिए शिफ्टिंग क्लाउड लगाया जाएगा, गुनिवर के ऊपर रोकने का प्रयास, स्पेशल माइग्रेशन उनकी तरफ से बताया नहीं है, कोशिश जरूर वो करने के प्रयास करेंगे। फैंटम स्टीव का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, बहुत ज्यादा यहाँ पे यूज होती हुई दिखेगी, लेकिन पीछे से यहाँ पे आएंगे वाइसस, वो लॉर्ड चुरा के लेके गए हैं अपनी टीम के लिए, और आई थिंक यहाँ से वो मूवमेंट बनता हुआ जाएगा जहां से ये पूरा आउटकम चेंज हो चुका है। जिस चीज के लिए यहाँ पे लड़ाई चल रही थी, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ऑब्जेक्टिव, वो लेट गेम का लॉर्ड वो जा चुका है यहाँ पे टीम ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स की तरफ से। अब ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है जो आपको बदलनी पड़ेगी एक बड़ी लीड पे, आपको ज्यादा से ज्यादा टावर वो लेने पड़ेंगे। और ये देखिए यहाँ पे माउंटेन शॉकर आता हुआ देखिए, पकी तो की तरफ जाएंगे, डैमेज देते हुए फ्लिकर जबरन यहाँ पे करने का प्रयास करना चाहते थे, लेकिन उससे पहले ही फिनिश ऑफ कर दिया जाएगा ग्रॉक को। अब यहाँ पे पासा उल्टा पड़ चुका है, पीछे 3 बंदे पिछले बार यहाँ पे ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स से गए थे, लेकिन इस समय 3 बंदे यहाँ पे जो है इस बार टीम ARX Esports की तरफ से जा चुके थे।
डेफिनेटली टीम ARX Esports डिफेंस मोड जाना पड़ेगा, रुकना पड़ेगा सोरा अकेले भी, क्योंकि वो ही है पूरी अच्छे तरह से एक अच्छा सेट देते हैं, या वो वेंट इजी ट्राई करेंगे एक अच्छा एक किल लेने का, बट मिड लेन उनका होगा सबसे ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी। मिड चला गया, टॉप भी चला गया, बॉटम लेन बच गया है। अब यहाँ पर लेन सिंह काफी अच्छे तरह से किया है, 10 on 10 बोलेंगी ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स के लिए, बट अभी यहाँ पर मैच खत्म नहीं हुआ है। ARX Esports अभी मेक उनका एक बात है कि कायल को अगर थोड़ा अर्ली गेम स्पेस दिया जाता तो वो थोड़ा सा इजीली हो जाता, बट नहीं, अभी यहाँ पर देखना पड़ेगा टीम क्या करेगी। ARX Esports कुरोसाकी अभी भी उन्हें पूरी टीम को स्पॉट आउट करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि हॉकाई एज वेल एज सोसो इतने अग्रेसिवली खेल रहे, इतना लाइक ट्राइंग टू मेक श्योर कि वो एक अच्छा सेट बने। तो यहाँ पर देखते हैं टीम ARX Esports क्या करेगी।
जी बिल्कुल, वो देखना पड़ेगा कि उनकी तरफ से क्या डिफेंस आता है, क्योंकि उनके पास अब आखिरी मौका है, अगर यहाँ तो करो या मरो की स्थिति आ चुकी है। अब इस प्रेशर के साथ, इस लेन प्रेशर के साथ, इस लॉर्ड अगर वेट करेंगे लॉर्ड का, तो लॉर्ड भी आने वाला है। इस लॉर्ड के साथ टीम ट्विस्टेड पैराडॉक्स कोशिश यही करेगी इस गेम को एंड किया जाए फटाफट। उनके पास वो AUG है, उनके पास वो AOE है, जिसके कारण जो मिनियंस है ना वो बहुत जल्दी वहां पे खत्म हो सकते हैं। यहाँ पे जो लूनॉक्स उनका बिलियंस रहने वाला है, उसके साथ साथ उनका डार्क फॉर्म रहने वाला है, जैसे कल डैमेज देता हुआ दिखेगा, स्पेशल माइग्रेशन आता हुआ दिखेगा, लॉकिंग करना चाहते हैं, फिर फ्यूरी यहाँ पे लगेगा, बीट्रिक्स का जो अल्टीमेट है वो जाता हुआ दिखेगा, लेकिन लियोमॉड यहाँ पे थोड़ा अंदर ज्यादा चेज आउट कर दिया। आप एक किल के लिए गए यहाँ पे, जहां से पूरी स्थिति चेंज हो गई है, और यहाँ पे आपकी सबसे बड़ी मिस्टेक साबित होती भी जाएगी, आपके लिए भी और आपके टीममेट्स के लिए भी। और ये देखिए एक के बाद एक पत्तों के जो है यहाँ पे ढेर की तरह जो टीममेट्स हैं वो बिखरते हुए, और इसी बात का फायदा उठाया, एक गलती आपने करी, ओवर एक्सटेंड किया, वो चार्ज आप करने के लिए चाहते थे और यहीं से वो गलती जिसके कारण आपकी टीम जो है यहाँ पे लूज करती हुई जाएगी। बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग मैच था, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग मैं कहूंगा आउटकम यहाँ पे निकलते हुए आया। पर है स्क्रीम्स का मतलब ये होता है कि आप अलग अलग चीजें ट्राई आउट करो और अपनी गलतियों से सीखो। स्क्रीम्स का मतलब हमेशा ये नहीं होता है पीची कि आपको हमेशा जीतना ही होता है, नहीं, स्क्रीम्स का मतलब
Yeah.
होता है कि आपको जो जिस चीजों पे आपने काम किया है बेसिकली आपको अपनी गलतियां निकालनी है, चीज को एनालाइज करना है और नेक्स्ट टाइम वो चीज रिपीट ना हो उस बात का ध्यान रखना है। और ऐसे ही चीजें यहाँ पे अगर आप करते हुए जाएंगे तो आप देखेंगे ना धीरे धीरे आप जो है फिर इम्प्रूवमेंट की सीढ़ियां जो है आगे चढ़ते हुए जाएंगे और एक पल के तौर पे आप ऐसा आ जाएगा कि आपको फिर जो है ना ये सब चीजें करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, आपको इंटेंशनली पता चल जाएगी कि कहाँ पे गलती हुई थी और कहाँ पे इंप्रूवमेंट करना पड़ेगा। और इसी के साथ आज के जो मैचेस है यहाँ पे खत्म होते हुए जाएंगे, उससे पहले पीछे जाने से पहले हमारे दर्शकों को कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
डेफिनेटली ये अभी हमारा बस दूसरा दिन है, अभी और एक दिन भी बाकी है स्क्रिम्स के लिए। अगर आपको रजिस्टर करना है तो हमारे डिस्कॉर्ड आइए एंड स्ट्रीम को लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब भी कीजिए क्योंकि अभी हमारा बहुत सारी चीजें आने बाकी है। सो इसी के साथ चलिए एक ब्रेक लेते हैं आज के लिए एंड
जी बिल्कुल, और आज के लिए जो है यहाँ पे ब्रेक लेंगे दोस्तों, आप सभी से विदा चाहेंगे। उम्मीद करते हैं आप सभी को आज के जो मैचेस है वो काफी ज्यादा पसंद आए होंगे। तब तक के लिए भूलिएगा मत, आपको यहाँ पे जो है डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन करना है अगर आप रजिस्टर करना चाहते हैं, या कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन अगर आपको चाहिए, टूर्नामेंट से रिलेटेड चाहिए, स्क्रीन से रिलेटेड चाहिए या टीम से रिलेटेड चाहिए, तो वो सारी इंफॉर्मेशन आपको सोशल हैंडल्स पे मिलेगी। डिस्क्रिप्शन पे आपको लिंक्स मिल जाएंगे सारे सोशल हैंडल्स के, तो उनको फॉलो करना ना मिले। तब तक मिलते हैं आपको ऐसे ही स्क्रीम्स के साथ नए मैच में, तब तक ले लेंगे आप सभी से आज अलविदा। तब तक के लिए गुड नाइट, टाटा, बाय बाय।